Hey Heath, George Santos here. I'm so proud of you for coming out as a furry, and I just wanted to tell you that your friends and family all accept you, and they're all excited about your persona, which is awesome to be a beaverpuss, a beaver and a platypus. So let me tell you, they all love you, beaverpuss. Don't you ever get your head down, and don't you ever let anybody tell you what you can and can't be. I'm so proud that the corporate folks at Arby's gave you the go-ahead to go to work in your persona. So if you could just, live it up and be as perfect as you want, just keep doing you, and yiff. Bye.
Wrong. So many things wrong said by George.
More George Santos lies.
Just constantly lying. Can't stop lying.
He's addicted to it.
He's addicted to dick.
First of all, not everyone loves you and accepts you.
I would venture a guess nobody loves you and accepts you.
Poor Heath.
Did he call it a platypus?
He definitely said platypus. But which is crazy because he's so well educated with that college that he definitely went to and was a volleyball star at.
BYU.
No, it was like L'Chaim Neshevitz University.
That's right.
Yeah, and as I think it was a Colin Jost joke, right? He's like, that's a fine thing to be as a volleyball star at a middling Jewish university, but it's a weird thing to lie about.
Yeah.
It's like lying that you're the assistant manager at Lowe's. Like, yeah, sure, it's fine, but why would you say it if you're not? Because you're an insane, gay, pathological liar who got elected to public office.
But then got kicked out.
Because he's a criminal.
He's a Republican?
Of course.
Yeah, I don't know. So a gay Republican.
Yes.
Lying.
Yeah.
And they're like, get out of here.
Yeah. Well, I think like serious embezzlement and corruption charges.
Why does that stop anyone ever?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I think because he's gay, and that's sort of what he said. Is they're all ganging up on him. Like, look, every Republican is a criminal, but they're just being mean to me because I'm gay. I think that was sort of the argument.
Most Republicans aren't gay, but they do have a secret gay son hidden in their basement.
Yeah. Wait, they're... okay, yeah.
George just got out and ran for office.
Maybe he's the secret gay son of a one generation up Republican.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
what do you think about that?
I like that a lot. I hope that's true.
Platypus.
Whoa, and then let's not even get started on the fact that it is a mixed species fursona.
Now, I wonder if it's real or if they just got Santos to say that because it's beaverpuss. A vagina.
Could be, I guess.
Which is fun. But also, given the furry world, could also be real.
Yeah.
But it's a weird combo because don't they both just have beaver tails?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, there's different stuff going on
at the front end. Up top, disaster.
The top part.
Back end.
So what do you got? Duckbill, buck teeth?
Duckbill with huge buck teeth. Stink to high heaven. I think, aren't no. Because platypuses are technically marsupials?
They're monotremes. Just them and...
elephants.
Yep. Echidnas?
Oh, yeah.
They are their own thing. Egg-laying mammals.
And don't they have, like...
They're venomous.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't they have venom?
They're venomous. Yeah. They're just God's cruel mistake.
And just like the weirdest looking thing.
So, yeah. They, like something that could only evolve on an island.
Nope.
What are you looking up? Platypus porn? Platter porn?
Platter porn. Yeah, they're just...
Yeah, they're nutso
They're
looking.
so bizarre.
Yeah, they
don't look real.
No, they look like a Dr. Seuss thing.
But I guess like they do look like beavers, like beaver bodies.
They sort of have beaver fur and absolutely a beaver tail.
Yeah, it's everything but the damn beak.
Yeah, the beak is really throwing off the whole...
What the hell is a bill on a mammal?
How about eggs coming out of a mammal?
Yeah. I mean, there's eggs in mammals.
Yeah, but that's where we keep them. You don't
That
let
is
them out
true.
for the whole world to see, like some sort of horror. No, speaking of blue language.
Speaking of whores.
Our last 2 episodes have now been demonetized.
Yes.
It was funny because 2 weeks ago.
You're welcome.
2 weeks ago was fine for, the better part of 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then
somebody reported
as
both
soon
of
as
my
they
F-slurs.
as soon as they got last week's, they also got the one before, and I requested a review on both of them, and the review upheld demonetized.
Justified.
Yeah.
I see. That's the thing. I'm not mad at them doing their actual job if they do it correctly. I called Elon Musk a strong slur.
Yes.
Twice.
But he is the person that should be called that.
Yes. Yeah, if anyone deserves to be called the slur I called them, it's Elon Musk.
It's Elon Musk.
At least they're upholding the ban on the real thing. Not just randomly picking and choosing what they demonetize, and we don't even know what gets us demonetized.
I at least like to know.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they would just send you a message and say, you're being demonetized for
It was this.
F slurs, hard R's.
Here are the slurs. Here are the timestamps.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe watch those for next time and we'll monetize.
Be like, gee, thanks, YouTube. Now we know not to call Elon Musk the thing he's supposed to be called.
The thing he is the most of anyone on the planet.
Correct.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Worst Year of Our Lives podcast. This is the special Drew's Got Something in His Throat episode.
Nice.
I'll try not to cough directly in the microphone.
A man's penis?
Well, that's in my butt throat.
Are you giving someone a blowjob with your butt?
With my butt?
I guess it's stuff like this, which is why we get...
No, that's fine.
It's fine. It would actually be homophobic to demonetize us for that.
Yeah, and it's not
hopefully it's not that.
We're not the ones that are saying, somebody's doing stuff in their butt.
We're talking about doing it
implying
ourselves.
that we're doing the stuff in our butt.
Yeah, so, hey, YouTube manual reviewers, if you demonetize this, you should go to jail.
You're racists.
You're the racist.
I'm not sick, but something's going on.
It's trying to do something. And you are doing your best to...
I drank some Dayquil. I've had some Halls. I mixed 2 flavors of Energy together in 1 cup, and I'm halfway done.
Yep.
And I'm going to win this battle. I'm not losing the battle. We are sitting in the much better position.
Better than last week. Yeah, for
where
sure.
we have the microphones attached to square corners and not rounded corners.
That is something of a game changer.
Neither one of our microphones will slowly slide off the entire episode.
Yep.
I've decorated a little bit.
Yep.
We got a nice Pan's Labyrinth poster. Mm-hmm. We've got a nice autographed Wayne Gretzky's final game picture with a certificate behind it.
Yep.
Probably in my head worth $1,200, probably worth $40. And
how it goes.
The only wrestling poster I've ever exclusively been on. Because I don't think I was ever on any other ones that I can think
that
of.
were printed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's from...
I should have stolen one of those Showbox ones at the time.
You should have.
But I never did.
You should ask Steve if he's still got some.
Would he?
He might.
Huh.
He might. He had them all.
Yeah, that's true. No harm in asking.
It is from 3-2-1 Battles, Oh B-Boy, Where Art Thou? Which was the match where I lost my world title in a ladder match, wrestling noted done nothing wrong B-Boy and some other guy.
Shout out to some other guy.
Shout out to the other guy in that match.
Who won the title?
No, Benny won.
Oh, Benny won it.
Benny won.
Ah, okay.
I beat Cody. Benny beat me.
Ah, that's right.
Friend of the podcast and friend in real life, although he doesn't act like it. Cole Crazy. So a little bit of decorating. I've got a $400 Amazon list of just the things I need, and I've just been very slowly checking things off.
People can find that where?
Well, this is the Canadian list.
The Amazon.ca
The Amazon.com list is for Blu-rays that are cheaper in America.
Okay.
This is for stuff that is easier to get here.
Gotcha.
Or just as easy to get here. But people can send me money at paypal.me/SarenSoftpaws, or also just got maybe if you feel like it.
Maybe if you feel like it at paypal.me/notscotthenson.
Which one's Scott? Which one's Drew? We're not going to tell you.
Who's to say? The answer may surprise you.
Shout out to friend of the pod and friend in real life, Eve, who delivered a very comical but also useful housewarming present to me at the SOS show on the last weekend.
That's right.
A series of knives that all have animal patterns on them.
Yeah.
Some better than others.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some are not getting used.
I can do without the zebra.
Yep.
I can do without the giraffe. However, there is
there's a leopard. Yep.
Cheetah, and tiger.
Yeah. And no lion, because we both said at the same time, what would that be? Fucking tan?
A tan knife.
Get out of here.
Yeah, shut up. one thing big lion can't get their claws into.
Finally,
the knife game.
King of the jungle bullshit. Don't even live in the jungle.
Can't even swim.
Girls hunt.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
Your girls are in charge. You might as well be hyenas.
Yeah, you might as well bite the bullet and just give the girls the penises. If you don't know what we're talking about, look up hyena genitalia.
Oh, it's wild.
It's nutso.
Fucking nuts.
I don't know who. I guess the same god that created the platypus is who worked on the downstairs of the hyenas.
The downstairs. But
yeah.
Successfully defended our SOS tag team titles one more time.
A pretty good match
against some little boys.
Yeah.
Like a very good match.
Yeah.
Like not to brag, but the best match SOS has ever had. I don't know.
I mean, honestly,
top 10
in the discussion, and at the very least, head and shoulders the best match on that show.
Yeah. We typically are the best match on every show.
It does tend to happen that way often.
I killed two boys, one on purpose and one by accident.
Yep.
I choke slammed a 105-pound tiny Mexican gay boy off of a balcony into a pile of other men, which I'm sure he really enjoyed.
Oh no!
It's
not like it was his idea.
Don't throw me on all these strong, muscular men. What will I ever do? And then at the end of the match, I went to give the other one a pile driver on the apron, and I stepped on the... So around the outside of the ring is a skirt or an apron that covers the underside of the ring, so you don't see like what's underneath.
So you see all the cool stuff we're hiding.
But there's a cable that is like connected from corner to corner,
which holds the skirt up.
The skirt on it. And when I pulled him out to do the pile driver, I stepped on the cable and it rolled out from under my foot. So I just like gave him the fastest, least safe pile driver anyone's ever given.
Yep.
I held onto him and I pulled back, so I took all the bump, and then we hit the floor. I was just like,
sorry.
I'm like, oh shit, I slipped. You okay? And the guy sitting like right in front of us that we fell on heard it and started laughing. And so I was like, well, I want to make sure he's fine. Like he was okay though.
Yeah, and like it didn't look bad. It just looked wild.
No, I saw the clip, and it just looked like I did a really fast pile driver.
Yeah.
Which I was trying to do a fast pile driver.
Yeah, you were.
Just not as fast or as unsafe as I did it.
But
yeah.
It's
almost like I'm an untrained wrestler.
You do all right.
But yeah, that was like maybe like the best match that has been in like on a show in a long time.
It was a real fucking good
Real
one.
good.
Yeah.
And don't worry, our January match will be just as good. It's not like we're wrestling a bunch of 40-year-old men. 40-year-old plus.
Yeah, 40 on the generous side. So we'll see how that goes. But that match could be up on this channel on Thursday. If
you're lucky.
If you're lucky, I'd say
if you pay for it.
Worst case, the following Thursday. But yeah, SOS is normally fairly prompt with getting the matches out, and maybe they'll put the best one out first. Who's to say? Watch it be like 7th of 8.
Or they forget to do it.
Or they just forget. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys.
Oh yeah. The best match. Oops.
Yeah. It happens. But yeah, so do check that out if you like wrestling or us wrestling at all, because it's it's a real fucking
it is really
good one.
Yeah. Not to brag, but it's fucking great.
Not to brag, but
other than the fact that my partner blew a very funny spot, and you can watching it is very silly.
It is a little silly.
You threw him to me, and I literally you can see
You say
me
no and throw
hear me
him
go
back to me.
no, and I threw him around to you, and I was like, like that was very funny.
Because I had two very similar things where I come in and we do a double team, and I definitely did. Well,
You went for the KRS.
Yeah, well, but I even started doing it like the second spot, because the second spot was where I run in and do a back elbow in the corner, and I ran in and did a back elbow. Yes, I did.
Yeah, that back elbow, you killed him.
Yeah.
And obviously he wasn't expecting
No,
it.
he was not,
So
because
you
it was
just
supposed to come later. Yeah, I just leveled him. No. I'm like, oh yeah, that actually sounds right.
Frozen neck breaker, my bad.
Yep. So that was that, but it's pretty good. I wish I hadn't done that, and it will be, because even after a great match, because of the stupid way the human brain works, you can do 99 great things in a match and one not, and you'll just fixate on the one.
100%.
And you're like, it could have been perfect if I hadn't done that. But then even if you hadn't done that, there's probably something else you would have found that would still make it not perfect, because no one's ever happy.
Nope. See, I didn't blow anything because I'm a professional.
Correct.
However, I noted on the clip that was posted why I was doing the Suamas like that. I don't fucking know. Hitting arms straight up. Hitting arms straight
didn't
up.
even see that.
Hitting arms straight up. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why am I selling them like that? I don't know.
Fun.
Yeah, I guess.
So, yeah, we mentioned monetizing before. If you guys would like to monetize us, as we mentioned, this is the last show before Christmas. So if you were going to get any Christmas presents into us, this would be the time to do it. So again, it's those two PayPals, paypal.me/SarianSoftPaws, paypal.me/NotScottHenson. If you want to send to both of us, just send to one and say to split it. We're capable of doing that. But yeah, so we've this has been the worst year of our lives. So you should try to make the very end of that year better by sending us some money.
So that next year isn't the worst year of our lives.
But also still might be.
Might be.
Yeah. So yeah, that's very much appreciated. Drew has moving costs and needing stuff in a new house costs. I have a $6 million vet bill I'd love to get taken care of. And also, it's Christmas. We shouldn't even need reasons you need to send us money, because we're sweet boys doing a nice job, and sometimes that should get rewarded. Also, for example, at Christmas.
Also, we just need a nice podcast recording spot. Proper table, proper chairs.
We need to juice this up.
I'll even build a one-sided soundproof wall so that we can block off that part of the room.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
It'll sound so much nicer.
I like that.
You guys are going to get the greatest quality stuff. It'll be nice. It'll be so nice.
A lot of people are telling me it's one of the best recording studios.
The best recording studios. You're gay. He's gay. Everybody's gay.
No, I didn't commit a fraud, but if I committed a fraud, it would have been the best fraud. I committed some fraud.
Crybaby Baghdaddy.
That's what they called him. Died like a dog.
Died like a dog. Kept crying. We say, don't cry. I wouldn't have cried.
Abu, don't cry.
Abu, don't cry. I wouldn't have cried. That's my president. If
soon,
George Bush wasn't my real president.
And soon, American listeners, he'll be your president.
Yeah, that's
again.
True. Just think about where we'll be at this time next year.
Ooh, election season next year?
Second term president, Donald J. Trump.
A modern day Grover Cleveland, they're calling him. Split terms. Yeah. The only other one.
Yeah. Who is the middle?
Hayes.
Sure. Arthur B.
Arthur.
Oh, okay.
President Arthur B. Arthur. ABBA
Rutherford
for short.
B. Gay.
I do like Rutherford B. Gay. I'm gonna write down both of those and then update the list of presidents Wikipedia.
Well, we got Arthur B. Arthur. We got Rutherford B. Gay.
Yeah.
We got Delano Roosevelt.
Of course, Delano Roosevelt, the longest serving president. Chester B. DeMille. Rutherford B. Gay was that. Just gotta make sure I get those down because I will be goddamned if I have to go back and listen to the podcast.
20 minutes in,
for
you don't
funny
think you can do
things
it?
we
Yeah,
said.
probably not.
To put in the damn description. I was gonna look up
Peter Jackson. That was another one.
Yep.
Did Meet the Feebles. Then was the president.
Yeah.
Then did Lord of the Rings.
That was the order. Yeah. He really changed his filmmaking style after being president for 8 years.
in the 1700s.
Yeah. Now I'm really interested who did split Cleveland.
In half?
Split, yeah.
Lengthwise or half and half?
Up and down.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. Chronological list of presidents and how cute they were. Oh, I'll give you all the money in my pocket, which, as we know, is $12,000. Yeah. If you know what the B in Rutherford B. Gay is.
Boy, so it's obviously not something normal.
Nope.
Rutherford Benefactor Hayes.
Burchard.
I'm sorry, what?
You know human name?
Oh.
Burchard? Like
Berchard?
BIR, but yes.
That's not a name.
What do you know?
Just like Robinette.
Robinette is nutso.
It's not a boy's name.
How about so Benjamin Harrison is the guy who split Cleveland. How about his wife, Caroline Lavinia Scott Harrison?
Okay.
That's my girl.
How about Howard Taft?
What about him?
Is his real name?
William Howard Taft.
Howard Taft.
Yeah. Got stuck in the bath.
Fattest president.
Got stuck in the bathtub.
Yeah. Fattest president, berriest president? Or would that be Teddy?
I think Teddy. I mean,
Just
they
'cause of the
literally...
mustache?
Yes, and they literally named a bear after him.
Sure, but that is a physical bear. That is a manifestation of a bear. This is like daddiest, berriest.
I would say Taft is the walrusiest president.
Okay, all right.
But I think Teddy's the bear.
Oh, it's like he heard me say his name, and then he was like, "I'm gonna send you the worst reel on Instagram," because that's
the third guy on the poster.
That's what their guy on the poster just did.
Nice. Are you gonna react to it, or are you just gonna?
Because I don't want to know what it is.
There is something else we should react to, though, courtesy of young Nicholas S. Nixus, who wanted us to watch and you can watch along with us on YouTube.
Can they ride along with us?
You can ride along. You can do a ride along. It's a Kevin Hart and I've got Bruce Willis.
No.
What am I thinking of?
You're confusing ride along with Cop Out.
Yes.
Which is Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan. And ride along
Who's
is Kevin Hart
riding along with
the world's biggest sellout.
Ice Cube.
Mr. Cube. Mr. O'Shea Jackson Sr.
Exactly. So Nick S wanted us to watch, and you can search it up on the official Mountain Dew YouTube channel. Mountain Dew, Your Soul Needs Dew commercial. So can you turn the speakers on? Even though
I thought we said we weren't going to do sound. We were just going to react to it. Because there's no talking. It's just the noise of the
it is just basically music.
Yeah, it's just music and like the sounds of the world.
All right. So I'm going to press play in 3, 2, 1 now. So a bunch of fucking nerds at cubicles. A Nathan Fielder type in his computer looking at a photo of him and his cool multicultural friends, looks at a reflection in the computer. Fucking lizard. You gave us a scaly commercial.
Goddamn
Cool.
scalies.
Girl alone at a diner.
She's kind of cute. What's she?
Reflection of the window. She's a bird.
Goddamn avians.
Cool Asian guy. Half Asian guy.
Whitewash Asian guy.
Taking out the trash at the cowboy
ABC.
store.
He's an ABC.
Kitty cat in his reflection in a puddle. Oh, big old paw.
Good beans.
Those look like big, strong
paws.
paws. Go to the Mountain Dew vending machine.
Got a regular dew, which is fine. Not a diet double dew, but he's in the elevator.
First guy's in the elevator.
Come on. That's too close of a view of a goddamn lizard.
It is a good lizard hand, though.
Yeah.
Takes a sip.
He looks like Toad does in the Super Mario Brothers movie.
I do kind of look like, because
kind of look like?
I do kind of like that, because they sort of like, they see the reflection and now they have actually become them, but and also you're no longer live with us because Drew went backwards. Once they have the dew, they do like an extra furry glow up.
Yes.
Because like the lizard's skin got brighter.
He grew the head, and frills.
And Tiger got a mohawk.
And proper stripes.
Yeah. So now they're doing extreme sports, as you do after you drink Mountain Dew. Dramatization, do not attempt, which we assume means don't be a furry. Don't attempt being a furry.
Don't attempt being a scaly or an avian, because we'll kill you.
And someone will get you a George Santos cameo. The tire looks good. No tails for anyone.
Which is very strange.
But the heads and arms all look really good.
Imagine if this had, like, they get up to, because right now they're on top of a skyscraper being built.
Yeah.
And they're staring out over the city. Imagine they take another big swig.
Yeah.
And then we get a fucking Jumanji tail pop on all three of them. Greatest commercial ever made.
Fucking God, why would you say that?
This is why
now I
can't
can't have
me
it
in charge.
Oh, that's such a
what is that?
Fucking good idea. What is
Are those beluga whale people?
That recommended video in the bottom right corner.
Click on it.
We're gonna have to investigate this. So this is what? Exposed.
Golfer uses kayak to book.
It's a kayak
vacation.
commercial.
Interrupts secret meeting. Should there be sound for this?
There should maybe be sound. Yeah, this has dialogue.
You almost got it. You're almost there.
Fellow elites. Yeah, so they're weird whale people.
Blue belugas?
Yeah, having like an Illuminati meeting on a golf course. I use kayak.
It compared hundreds of travel sites to find a great deal on my flight, car, and hotel.
Our secret meeting is ruined.
Doesn't look very secret. Kayak. Search one.
None of this makes sense.
That was so strange.
Why are a bunch of whales? You might want to stop it, or it's going to autoplay that Mountain Dew commercial with the guy I called Nefsler. Why are a bunch of belugas in the middle of a golf course having a secret
Freemasons meeting?
It doesn't make any sense, but I guess that is actively the thing I hate the most about commercials, is that everything has to be like the Old Spice commercials. Like everything has to be
so random,
over the top, random, outlandish shit.
I also didn't like that it was titled like a YouTube video.
Yes.
Exposed. Kayak user interrupts secret meeting, blah blah blah. Don't like it.
I don't care for that either.
With like all the important words capitalized.
Did they do a Geico commercial with Leo, that animated movie with Adam Sandler?
Did.
And then they got Keegan-Michael Key to do
substitute teacher for a Paramount Plus ad.
God, I hate everything.
Yeah, this all sucks.
You know what? Dump it.
Dump it.
Dump it.
Dump the whole thing.
Dump the whole thing.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Podcast is dumped. Sorry, guys. We're done.
Whenever we stop the podcast, that will be how we do it. We're like, dump it. Dump it. What else is going?
What's going on? What's on the news? Have you heard about this? Have you seen this?
Well, I guess you have news.
I got fun news.
You have fun news. The only other thing I had written down, does anyone have more dominant genes than Brock Lesnar?
Whoever his former partner was might have just been his mom.
Had no genes. It could have been his mom. He could have fucked his mom.
Yeah.
Could have fucked his mom and made his daughter.
He seems like the kind of guy who would fuck his mom and dad. And they would have no choice.
That's true. Not a lot of people over the years have been able to say no to Brock Lesnar. If you don't know what we're talking about, just
He's the kind of guy who fucks his mom and dad.
just search up Brock Lesnar daughter. It will be the first picture
It will
that
be the
comes up.
first picture.
And you'll be like, but no, seriously, there must be something after this Photoshop of Brock Lesnar in a wig. No, that's his real-ass daughter who just like set a world record for bench pressing
Shot put,
700,000 pounds. And yeah, it was shot put, right?
I think it was shot put, yeah.
Yeah.
But she is Brock.
It's insane.
Like, yeah, there's no way she's not going to be a wrestler.
She has to be.
She has to be.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do? Be a professional shot putter when your dad is probably the richest wrestler of all time? Like, do you think anybody's made more money directly
from wrestling? No.
WWE than Brock?
Like, obviously, Cena and Rock have more money,
Yeah.
but I don't think anyone has been paid more for wrestling than Brock. And
also taking an 8-year break?
and without a doubt, money per match. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Not even close. I didn't even know who second place is. There isn't one.
Goldberg, but only over the last 6 years.
Yeah, Goldberg post.
But not even close, probably.
No.
Because Brock's making like $10 million a match or something crazy like that.
Yeah,
right?
it's absolutely nuts.
There's no way his daughter doesn't become a wrestler.
No, she definitely does.
Do we while we're on topic of wrestling, which is everybody's favorite topic?
Yep.
Should we talk about noted coward of the decade, and the decade's only 3 years over?
CM Coward Man Punk.
Philip Coward Man Punk.
Just going back to shot put quickly. Yes, it's interesting you ask. I do have a provincial bronze medal in shot put.
Wow.
Thank you.
Do you think you could do it now, considering your arm doesn't work properly? Or does the steel rod make your arm stronger so you can like push it harder?
I don't think the plate in the forearm would affect it positively or negatively, but my shoulder has not felt good in over 6 months, so I think that would also be a factor.
Is it because you're over 40?
It's because I took a...
Sorry, O for 40.
I am O for 40. Yeah, that's that ESPN documentary series, right? O for 40.
O for 40.
No, it's because I took a big veto DDT directly on my shoulder from Tony Baroni. Not his fault, just the way I took it. And I have not been able to sleep on that side since April.
Anthony Baroni.
So I got it. Oh, no, because, yeah, it like really hurt when it happened. I got it x-rayed. The x-ray was fine, so it's not bones, but I think it's something because I feel like it should feel fine now.
Did the doctor tell you that you were only cosmetically overweight?
He said I am regular, not morbidly obese.
Yeah.
You're just regular, which was a common Stavros Halkias claim on Countdown. Because Nick would always call him morbid. He's like, excuse me, regular obese? P.S. He's definitely morbidly obese.
He's 100% morbidly obese.
Yeah. It's not going in the right direction. But hey, he's got a Netflix special. Cool for him.
As if everybody doesn't have. We have.
We both have Netflix specials.
Yeah,
separately and together.
Separate.
We did a Natasha and Mosher together one.
Yes, we did. And then I got you pregnant. Even though I'm pretty sure I'm gay. Like Moshe 100 like.
Oh yeah,
nothing about him to me ever said
Moshe Kasher.
I'm a straight man.
Yeah, like you don't look at or listen to Moshe Kasher and think, oh yeah, he's plowing Natasha Lazzaro.
Yep. Not even didn't even cross my mind.
No, that's a weird one, but good for him. Secret straight.
Secret straight.
Who else is secret straight?
Who
else? Someone else has gay voice and isn't gay. Who is it?
You?
No,
Oh.
I'm dead butch.
Eugene Merman.
Nah. He's weird. He's not gay.
Uh,
Write in and tell us who I'm thinking of. Who has gay voice and isn't gay? I know there's someone. I'm kind of mad I can't think of it, actually. Is it a comedian? Maybe. Is it not? I don't know. Help us out. Give us a call at 591-ROCK, 591-ROLL. Let us know who sounds gay and isn't. Now, Drew, with the news.
Philip Coward Man Brooks.
Yes.
So we didn't talk about it last episode because we forgot.
That's correct.
We had too much going on, and we kind of spaced on, this is like major news in the world of wrestling.
I guess it is. I think it's also because like neither of us wanted it to be major news in wrestling.
Yeah.
But it is.
But to be fair, he came back, he did the AEW stuff, which was cool, but now he can just be where he belongs, in the company I don't care about or watch.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, so if you're not familiar with the man known as CM Punk, Cookie Monster or Chick Magnet,
Yep.
depending on who you ask.
Come man,
Coward Man.
Yep. Why
Cookie Magnet?
why
Chick Monster.
why Charlie hate Phil? oh, because Phil is a coward man.
Because he's Coward Man.
Oh, that was one of mine.
Yeah, so he was in WWE for a while, and he signed in
Signed in 05.
05, yeah.
And then was there 05 to early 14. He had the world
Left under great terms.
had the world title several times, including a very
Over a year.
an over a year run, which at the time was the longest in was maybe since Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Because they really weren't doing long title reigns at the time. In that 16 months he was champion, I think he main evented like 2 pay-per-views. Because even though he was champion, John Cena was still John Cena.
Yep. Can't beat John.
And what are you gonna do? He was. I mean, he's always been since he was on the Indies pre-2005. He's been an abrasive guy.
Yeah.
And he
Very opinionated,
Yeah.
very like bullish, strong-headed.
and things were getting more abrasive as we went into 2014. So what was the deal? He had a staph infection.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of it was.
He wanted to main event WrestleMania.
Yeah, a lot of it is that.
And he didn't. Did he have the world title for? No, he had the world title for one WrestleMania.
Yes, which he did not
main event, and also did not the next year.
No,
even though he got to have a really good match with Undertaker, probably the last good Undertaker match, actually. Yeah, but again, not the main event.
I don't know. That Bray Wyatt one was pretty good.
No.
Oh,
all right. Asked and answered.
So I think the big thing with him that I always heard was that he was always actively looking to what the next thing was. Like he was never like he would never just be like, this is the program I'm doing. Mm-hmm. And like the end of the program is like whatever, me losing to Rey Mysterio and I have to take the mask off.
Yeah.
And then I'll just focus on doing that. It was like, when I'm done the Rey feud, what's the thing I'm doing afterwards?
Yeah.
So he was always like he was never like fully present for the thing he was doing. He was always like on creative's ass about what's
the next thing?
Where am I going with this? I don't want to just do this and then like do nothing.
Yeah, which I understand. Like I understand
Sure.
not wanting to just get lost in the shuffle after this current thing is done.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad way to handle it.
But that is definitely why he had rubbed so many people the wrong way, is because he was so aggressive about, okay, like I'm wrapping this feud up. Where's my next feud going? What am I doing?
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's what really kind of bothered a lot of people. And just also the fact that, he's an asshole. Like, he's a dick. So yeah, I think the first thing was he got hurt. He hurt his shoulder or his arm. He went and got an MRI. And the MRI was clear, and so Vince called him and said, like, good news, pal. I heard they came back negative. So
Your gay test came back negative.
So we're gonna
wrestle.
So we're gonna fly you out, and you're gonna do commentary while you recover.
Yeah.
And he was like, I mean, yeah, that's fine. I kind of would like to just rest at home, but at least commentary means I'm not wrestling. But then his commentary was really fun. Like he was really entertaining. He was constantly shitting on John Cena. He was talking about his sodas.
Here's the thing with from marginally talented wrestlers upward. Marginally talented and better wrestlers are better at every aspect of wrestling than the people whose sole jobs are those jobs.
Yeah.
Like, good wrestlers are better referees than lifetime referees. Better commentators than lifetime commentators.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, even wrestlers with questionable opinions. Drake Younger, best ref.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, and that's why like all of the
also look up Drake Younger PTA meeting. It's fun.
It's very fun. And also like all of the best managers for the most part in wrestling were wrestlers.
Bobby Heenan.
Like they were guys that know the business and know how it works inside the ring, and then they can like work with that and take one occasional bump, and it's great.
Yeah.
So Phil was obviously great at it, but yeah, then I think he started to bother a bunch of people.
He does.
And he asked for time off, and they wouldn't give him time off because he was too hot. Because, like, legitimately, he
was very popular.
He was the most popular wrestler in the company for a couple years.
Yep.
Like, even with John Cena being there, he was still incredibly popular.
Yeah.
And then, well, I think maybe the start of it was when they had him lose the title to The Rock.
Yeah.
And he was like really mad about the way that was booked because the whole thing was just to set up Cena Rock.
Yeah.
So
Cena Rock 2.
Cena Rock 2. So twice in a lifetime.
Yeah. Cena Rock 2, the first Cena Rock the year before having been billed as once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
But then, so then he got a staph infection.
You know what should have happened sometime and never did?
3 times in a lifetime?
No. Rock Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I guess.
It would have been cool.
It would have been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Who's doing the job? Sean, I guess.
Yeah. Christian Shawn. Pre-Christian Shawn ain't jobbing for...
No. No. What a dumb statement.
What a stupid thing to say.
What a stupid thing to say. Yeah. So he gets a staph infection, and the WWE doctors like completely just fumble the fucking ball.
They did
on
not
it.
a fantastic job.
They did not a good job. He got misdiagnosed. He was like, it was really bad. He had like a huge, like swollen lump on his back.
Not good.
That they like wouldn't deal with. They were just kind of like,
so like that was there before.
Yeah. So he had a match where he like hurt it, like that hurt him somehow.
And he shit himself.
Well, and he shit himself because, this happens. He made a big fucking scene about it.
Yeah.
Then he was in the Rumble.
Yeah.
He got thrown out just like completely randomly, didn't even matter.
Yeah.
And then just quit the fucking company.
Yeah.
And was like, done.
Yeah, because the day after Rumble, he was supposed to start whatever his...
build to WrestleMania was.
Yeah, which would have been Triple H.
Triple H.
Yeah. Which is a big match, but again, not the main event. And he's like, actually, fuck this forever.
Yeah, I'm done with this. And then spent... Oh, boy.
Oh, that's a good one.
Shut up, Scott. Yeah, it was. He went on his then best friend, Scott Goldman's podcast.
Colt Cabana's
podcast, and sort of like spilled beans, like literally everything.
Yeah.
Just like fully talked about all the bullshit, everything that had happened. And WWE did not appreciate that.
They did not.
And some letters were mailed from some legal higher-ups. And it not only did it cost... them kind of like the podcast was done.
Yeah.
And also just showed Phil's true colors where he turned on his best friend.
Their friendship of more than 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dunzo.
Yeah.
And
I guess we passed the 15-year mark, so I guess we're going to have to wait to blow it up at 20, which is next year, I guess.
I guess so. Well, which one of us wants to help finance the other one's mother's life? Because that's what was happening.
Yeah.
I guess very, very shortly, briefly, but that it had come out that like Punk was essentially like, because Cabana was in WWE for 30 seconds.
A cup of coffee.
And did some comedy skits and barely wrestled, and then they fired him.
Yeah.
So he's just been an indie guy, and I guess Punk just kind of being his best friend was like, here's an allowance kind of out of my pay, just like as a friend.
Yeah.
And then when this whole thing went down, Punk was kind of like, you've just been mooching off me forever. Like, I'm literally funding your mom. Like,
Punk was just mad at the world, and Colt Cabana was part of the world.
which is just insane that you would turn on your best friend.
It is, yeah.
But you guys, you got to turn on somebody.
Yeah, got to nuke something.
Gotta nuke
How
something.
about your best friendship?
How about your best friendship? Yeah. So he left. He tried to do acting, which he was fucking terrible at. He tried to do MMA, which he was fucking terrible at. He started doing commentary for like lower level professional like MMA companies, which he was fine at.
Yeah.
And then just kind of took a bunch of time off, and that was kind of the last, you never really heard anything about him doing wrestling. I think very sporadically people would ask him about it, and he would either just give them like kind of a no answer or whatever. Then when WWE got put on Fox wanted there to be sort of like an after hours talking show.
That's right.
And Fox,
I completely forgot about that.
And Fox actively hired him
Yeah.
to be an analyst on the post SmackDown
Holy shit, I forgot about
WWE show on Fox.
Yeah.
Which lasted all of
So
like 3 weeks.
short. Yeah.
And then they canceled it.
Yeah.
And it was had nothing to do with Punk. Well,
Not specifically.
not specifically to do with Punk, but like obviously WWE's not thrilled about a guy they fired who they had to sue because he was shit talking them.
Yes.
Now being an analyst of their show.
Yeah.
And then that died off, and then he just kind of disappeared again.
So that was that 2019?
Yeah, like late 18, early 19.
Maybe that was 18. Yeah, and then in 2019. New number 2 national promotion AEW started up and tried to get Punk when they started up
right away,
and he said no because he didn't want to like attach himself to a potential failure.
Yes, because his name does carry like quite a bit of weight.
He's a star.
He's a big name, and of course like for years, like the day he left WWE. Until the day he, spoiler alert, returns to WWE, the crowd chants his name nonstop,
especially in Chicago.
Especially in Chicago, but like for the longest time in WWE, it was everywhere.
Yeah,
it was any show they did.
Yeah,
the crowd was chanting CM Punk.
It was sort of their protest chant too, because they're like, we don't like the product.
We don't like Roman Reigns.
Yeah, not even related to CM Punk, really.
Yeah.
Like, we don't like the product you're presenting. We're going to chant the name of a guy we know your company doesn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they love him.
And they love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, it has led to some funny things.
Certainly.
There was the one with Stephanie McMahon where they were chanting it, and she said, if you keep that up for another 2 minutes and 15 seconds, you'll last as long as Punk did in his UFC debut. That was really funny.
That's a good line.
I think there was a couple pretty good Paul Heyman ones.
That's a good line.
But like, yeah, they had a good amount of fun, like making fun of it.
Yeah.
But eventually, he worked out a deal with AEW.
Yeah, so AEW proved itself successful.
Yes.
And not a failure.
Yep.
Although they're kind of going back on that lately, but
a little bit.
But they're still okay.
They're struggling, but they're not to the point where they're like
No.
shut down.
They're not in trouble. They're just not as hot as they were a year and a half ago.
But I think that's because the booking's been fucking terrible.
Booking's been fucking terrible, and things seem to happen where 5 major stars get injured at the same time and fucks up every storyline.
Every storyline.
Yeah. So yeah, 2021, 2 years after AEW started, it's going very well for AEW. They're like exceeding expectations, and so Punk, actually links up with them.
Yep.
And
it's like a massive thing, huge debut in Chicago. Even though everybody knew it was gonna happen.
Yes, I was there live. Thank you.
Oh, it's good. Yeah.
Actually, not his first appearance, but his first match, which was also in Chicago.
Because they just live in Chicago.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, is smart because the wrestling scene in Chicago is pretty big.
Yeah.
So he comes back, and like the moment he comes back, he is the humblest, most
nicest,
towing the company line,
happy to be there.
I've wanted to be back in wrestling for years, and this just never was the right time.
All smiles filled.
This is perfect. I'm gonna hug and kiss some babies. Maybe not hug and kiss some women. Because that's what he did for most of his life, was just bang every woman in wrestling.
Oh my god, he's he's not like the hottest guy in the world. Some people would say he's
kind of
ugly.
Yeah.
He fucked.
It's the vibe.
It's the vibe. He's a bad boy.
He is.
And he just plowed his way through the female roster of every company he was in.
Yep.
Just unbelievable. His track record, unbelievable.
Yeah.
His body count, forget about it.
Unmatched.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Prime Daphne.
Prime Daphne.
You kidding me?
Yeah. Pastor Prime Lita.
Pastor Prime Lita, after she had already been peed on by the entire AAA roster.
Before her prime Mickey James.
Before her prime Mickey James. And before and during prime AJ Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is his wife.
Yeah.
So he was fine for a while. He did a lot of fun stuff. I mean, his matches kind of sucked because he'd definitely been out for a while and now he was old.
Yeah.
And he kept wearing long tights, which is terrible.
For his look, yeah. And also, he's kind of a fascinating wrestler.
Yeah, big time.
Because we haven't said that. He has an all-time great wrestling mind.
Yeah.
And can put together a fantastic match. Even with another not great wrestler like John Cena. Like he had a 5-star match with John Cena, which not a lot of people can say. Wait, can anyone else say it? No.
John Bradshaw Layfield. Umaga.
Umaga actually
both those
should
matches to me
be able to,
are 5-star
but
matches.
neither are. It might just be Punk. While Drew does the research, but the thing with Punk is his body and mind do not match, and he is a weird, awkward, unathletic wrestler. But he's so good, if it makes sense, he's so good at wrestling that he can overcome his body being stupid for wrestling. If that makes any sense.
Phil Brooks. He had a 4 3/4 with AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
And a 4 3/4 with Brock and Seth.
John China did.
John China.
Yeah. I did. That's his only 5-star, right?
AJ at Rumble 2017 and Lesnar and Rollins at Rumble 2015.
That match is great. And that AJ match is stupid, but I love it. I
know I've seen it, but I really do not remember.
They do nothing but finishers for like 20 minutes.
Oh, that's right.
It's honestly a delight. It's so much fun.
It's a 909.
It's great. Yeah, I would watch it right now. But I won't.
Well, too fucking bad.
Because we have a podcast to do. So that's the thing on Punk's wrestling. So things are going good in AEW for 6 months or so, 6 to 8 months. Then he's in a feud with and so the one thing is that Colt Cabana works for AEW and he was there from day one.
Yeah.
So for 2 years before Punk. But I guess a condition of Punk's contract was that Colt Cabana would just do Ring of Honor, which is sort of AEW's side brand that they purchased. It was a big indie they purchased, so that Punk and Cabana's paths wouldn't cross.
Yeah.
And then, Punk was feuding for the world title with Adam Page, and I guess in a line in a promo that Page didn't clear with Punk or maybe anyone, he sort of alluded to that, which made Punk very, very angry. And he sort of kept that grudge, forever. So Punk beats Page for the title. And then in doing one of Page's moves against Page to mock him, shatters his foot into a million billion pieces.
Very funny.
Pretty funny. So has to vacate the title. And then they do a bunch of weird... He vacates the title. Jon Moxley wins the title. Punk comes back and they do a match for the title on TV.
Yep.
And does Moxley beat him in like 2 minutes?
Yes.
And then they have a match like later that week on pay-per-view where Punk wins the title back, and that was All Out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that, yeah. So Punk, comes back. They give away the main event of the pay-per-view like 4 days before the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Punk gets squashed in a minute or two, and then they do it for real at the pay-per-view, and Punk wins his second world title.
Yeah.
And then there's a press conference after that. And I think we did talk about this.
When it happened, we did.
Apropos of fucking nothing. He's just won the title. Although he did also tear his tricep. Tear his tricep in the process. And I think he knew that. I think you know when you tear a muscle.
I think you do.
I was present for a muscle tear fairly recently, and he knew it. When your bicep just goes away into your arm, I think that's how your body lets you know that you tore it.
Probably.
So Punk tore his tricep. So then at the post-show press conference, even though he had just regained the world title and should, for all intents and purposes, be on top of the world.
Don't you mean intensive?
For all intensive purposes, should be on top of the world. He just decided he decided it was go off season.
Go off, Queen.
Yeah. And so he did. Just did everyone.
Just everyone. Anyone and everyone.
Yeah. Paige.
VPs who wouldn't be allowed to be in charge of a Walmart.
Yep.
Wow, like all this stuff.
Yeah. And then all the people who he unprovoked yelled about in the press conference then went to visit him in his locker room afterwards. A brawl ensued, and the other guys.
A chair was thrown.
People were bitten.
Yeah.
Dogs were eaten. But yeah, so the other guys, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, got suspended for a month or so. And it didn't matter for Punk because he's out with the injury for 6-8 months anyway. Yeah. But it's questionable even after the injury whether Punk comes back after that extreme unpleasantness. But guess what? Comes back. Is all smiles again.
Well behaved.
For
3 months.
For not that long. Even shorter than the first time. It's like it's got a half-life and it does. Yeah. Keeps getting closer and closer. So this time gets into it with the late Luke Perry of Beverly Hills. Yeah. The late Luke Perry. Of Beverly Hills 90210's son.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know. I don't think Jack's dead yet. Although I haven't seen him in a while. Maybe he is. Who's to say?
He's a demon if you ask me, buddy.
Yeah. Wait, did he get
the devil? Sorry.
Did he get in 2 fights?
Who?
Punk. Was it just Jack Perry? Did he have another issue? No, I'm thinking of all the fights that Sammy Guevara got into, because there was a few.
Where he got knocked out by somebody.
Andrade.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah, there's what, because when AEW started, it was like the nicest place to work and like the best morale, and people who didn't like it made fun of it for having too good morale. They called it like all friends wrestling, like, oh, what a terrible place to work. But then
they started bringing in all the Mexicans.
I'm not saying,
and that's where the problems were.
It wasn't not the problem anyway.
I don't know what it is about being a fucking Mexican superstar.
Oh my God. The worst people on earth.
You just have to constantly ruin your own career.
You
just can't go to work and do your job.
Yeah. Just
you have to fuck around and find out.
Tripping over your own dick every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Andrade. Roosh.
Hio del Santo.
Kind of Pentagon.
Everyone. La Parca.
You
kidding me? Yeah.
Alberto El Patron.
Yep. Good guy.
Did you see that video of him wrestling at a high school gym recently?
No.
Yeah. It was in front of like 30 people.
Damn.
Yeah. Going from WrestleMania title match to a gym. Although, it's his own fucking fault.
I think a bit of that might be his fault.
I think a bit of it might be domestically abusing a much younger woman than you.
Yeah. And a white woman, which is worse.
But she's British.
That's true. Whatever point she gets for being white, she loses for being British.
Yeah. And also, we've all seen her do stuff, so...
Yep.
I'll watch it right now. I don't care.
Okay, so we're gonna watch Paige porn and John Cena versus AJ Styles. That's our post pod watching.
That's the one.
Hey, we can split screen it.
We could.
I love it.
We could.
And that way nobody will be the wiser as to which we're jerking off to.
It's true. John Cena's bald spot or Paige's butthole?
It's all skin.
Scalp or anus? Take your pick.
So Punk gets into it with Jack Perry
on his way to the ring for his match
at Wembley Stadium,
at the biggest wrestling show,
at the
of
highest
all time.
attended paid professional wrestling show of all time, second only to 2 in North Korea that were at gunpoint
over the dumbest fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because on a Dynamite, Jack Perry wanted to use a pane of glass in a spot.
Yeah.
And Punk said,
no,
it's
that's
fucking
stupid.
TV. That's stupid. So on the pay-per-view, he slammed his opponent through the windshield of the car and then said to the camera,
yeah, it's real glass. Cry me a river, bitch.
Yep. And after Jack left to go through the back, in Gorilla, Punk was standing there, and depending on who you asked, one of them tried to choke the other one while throwing punches.
Yes.
It could be either or, who's to say?
And then Punk was just going to leave because he was in a mood. And Punk's opponent, Samoa Joe, said, hey, buddy, we're at Wembley fucking Stadium. How about we do the match we're supposed to do, and then you can go home? And Punk acquiesced because he's a professional.
Also because Joe might have hurt him.
And that was Punk's last match in AEW because he got fired with cause.
Yes.
And we thought he was...
leading us to believe that he definitely started the fight because Jack Perry only got suspended, not fired.
Yeah, Punk probably started the fight. And, also...
Did he start the fire?
I was always burned since the world's been turning.
Yeah, but we didn't start it.
Also leading up to that, Punk, he was on some sort of reign of terror. Because remember, he kept getting random people barred from buildings. He was like Chris Daniels,
the head of talent relations,
who every single person loves.
Yes.
Yeah. Just said, no, he can't be here.
No, get Chris out of here.
Yeah. So he was a lot of that also. And just and Tony Khan, the owner of AEW, just giving in to everything Punk said because he was at the time was scared to lose Punk up until the point where he fired him.
Yes. Just bending over backwards to appease the craziest asshole you have on your roster.
And he would do anything for him. Yeah. So that was that. And we figured that was probably it for Punk as far as mainstream professional wrestling goes, because the last thing he had said to WWE was, I believe, telling them to suck a Saudi Arabian blood money covered dick.
Correct.
Yeah. So we figured that door.
I believe he said that to The Miz.
Yes.
About WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he's not wrong.
Less than positive.
Yeah.
Also, he was not wrong. But weirdly, the week before the last pay-per-view, a couple of weeks ago, Triple H, who is now in charge of Created because they sort of scooched Vince out, said, "Hey, we're not like the old regime. If CM Punk is what the fans want, then we'll see what we can make happen." Which is a weird thing to say out of nowhere.
Well,
and then they made it happen 4 days later.
Yeah.
And he showed up on TV, and we're like, "Damn!" Oh, and then the other thing is, one of two the secondary world champion, the fake world champion in WWE right now, Seth Rollins, is publicly and in real life not a CM Punk fan. Are you going to try to find?
I'll find it.
What he said. So I get when one of the time, I think before. Yeah, after the first Punk outburst and before he came back to AEW, there was question if he would come back to AEW or if he could go to WWE or something. And Seth Rollins was asked about what he thought of CM Punk coming back, coming to WWE.
God damn it! It refreshed itself. You fucking piece of shit.
You had.
Talking about comebacks, I wanted to get your thoughts on a couple free agents real quick. Let them. First of all, April, FTR, their contract's coming up.
Who cares about FTR? I didn't realize it was the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, great. Oh, I forgot about the stupid voice. We'll get it.
No, I don't. Oh, no? This is the worst. This is the worst. It's right there, but it's the whole fucking interview.
Yeah. Let's see. Seth Rollins on CM Punk. Oh, I got to type some of the letters right in order to search properly.
QT Punk.
I don't want an hour and 38 minute
I know you're a
YouTube.
Midwest boy with ROH roots, so we don't know what's going on with CM Punk, but you guys have had some barn burners in WWE. Would you like to see Phil Brooks back in WWE? Oh, Philly Phil, stay away. Stay away, you cancer. Get away from me forever. Oh, yeah, no, I don't like Phil. I don't like Phil. He's a jerk. Oh, did we just figure that out? Did we just figure that out? No, everybody in the room is like, oh no, dude, did he say that? Yeah, no, he's a jerk. Come on, we figured it out over there. We knew it over here. I don't want him back. Go do something else. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you later.
Bye-bye.
So
Bye-bye.
that was not a storyline thing. They were in different companies.
Nope.
That is Colby Lopez not liking Phil Brooks.
Correct.
And Colby Lopez will be Phil Brooks's first televised singles match in WWE, probably.
Well,
because
will
money is
probably
money.
be a WrestleMania opponent.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so that's where we find ourselves. Did we cover everything?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the Ballad of Cock Monster.
And then since he's been back, he's like, "Oh, it's great to be home. This is where home has
Yeah.
always been."
Yeah,
and like,
except those
and then he's like making
9.5 notable years.
and like making comments about Kevin Owens is the kind of guy that would start a fight backstage for no reason, and well, like all this, like
Yeah, a lot of winking and elbow nudging.
Phil, you're a real
Shut up.
Elon Musk.
You're being a real Elon right now.
You're being a real Elon.
Yeah. So that's that. So hopefully, who wanted that? Garfield Von Kaiser
He asked.
some CM talk.
Correct.
We got it. You're
Cookie
welcome,
Monster, Chick Magnet, Cum
man.
Coward Man, Philip Brooks.
Yeah, Cum Muncher.
Cum Muncher.
You ever play that old educational computer game for kids, Cum Munchers?
They did not.
You know what I'm talking about, or no? There's like a Super Munchers and a Number Munchers. Super Munchers was words. Number Munchers was numbers.
Floppy disk?
Oh yeah, for show.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I was more of an oregano trail.
I never. It was. It seems like because I was right. I was the exact right time frame
Yep.
for Oregon Trail
Because you were a baby.
Because I was a baby. But yeah, my school just didn't have it.
Weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, we definitely had Oregon Trail.
we had
That was a
Mavis
big
Beacon
thing.
teach us typing.
Who?
Mavis Beacon. You're not. Oh man, we got all kinds
Are you
of
75? Mavis Bacon?
Beacon.
Mavis Beacon?
Yeah,
Good
I fucked her.
for you. I was more of a. I'm more of a fucking Rand McNally kind of guy myself. Rand and I go way back. Not Rand Paul though. I don't think Rand Paul would approve of our lifestyle choices.
Do you think he could be president?
No, he's too ugly. He's got like a curly Jew fro.
He is pretty ugly. Now Ron's my guy.
I mean, I guess he's a alien man with weird facial tics who got destroyed by Gavin Newsom.
Ron
No.
Paul?
Oh, Ron Paul. I
Yeah.
like Ron DeSantis.
No, hit fucking Rand's dad. Stay on track. But no, the DeSantis thing was very funny.
Very funny.
Yeah, more of that.
Yes. More, please.
I don't care.
I'd like some more, please.
I don't care what happens in the election. I don't care who wins, as long as everyone on both sides are mean to Ron DeSantis.
Yeah, deserves it.
which is exactly what's happening.
Absolutely.
And I love it.
Because they know he's retarded.
And that's why we're not getting monetized.
But I didn't say who was retarded.
I think it's more the word. But we'll see. It'll be a fun experiment. I think we should.
A fox rabbit.
We always say it, but we never do it because we say too many slurs. But we're like, we should say one slur each show.
Well, that's the only one we said
and
so
see
far.
which they do.
I've
and
been
don't.
using Elon Musk as the F slur.
But I've been thinking the N-word the whole time, and I feel like
that's every
that
episode.
translates.
That's every episode.
pod.
We're sitting here and you're like,
Beep.
beep, beep, beep.
Hold on, is that what trucks backing up are doing?
That's just censoring the truck saying the N-word.
Damn. Did they, like, in, like, the 70s, they just used to say it? And then
Yeah.
sometimes...
Trucks backing up in the 70s were just
blasting ends.
hard Rs. Yeah.
And then once we got a little more socially aware, they started beeping it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Me too.
We never talk about the genius who invented the truck beep.
The truck beep.
And ended racism.
Forever.
Yep. Anything else going on? Nah. That's all the stuff, right? You want to talk about fucking the oldest James Bond anyone's ever seen?
God, he looks terrible. He looks fucking terrible.
That's what happens when you hire a new James Bond at age 40 and then use him for 17 years. I don't know what you thought was going to happen.
I don't know.
But it's this, spoiler, Eon Films and Albert R. Broccoli, if that is your real name.
Could be.
So thank you, Where Tib, for bringing us the, I believe, the entire Roger Moore James Bond filmography. I have now definitely seen more Roger Moore James Bonds than Sean Connery James Bonds, which feels like a bad thing.
It's weird.
So... now the question is, where do you go from here? Where, Tib? Do we move to Dalton's?
Do we do Dalton's? Do we do the one Lazenby?
Do we do the Lazenby? Do we do? I think you also mentioned non James Bond Roger Moore movies.
Never seen one.
Also,
Oh, I've seen one.
one.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
I was giving you a second.
The one Roger Moore movie I've seen that's not a James Bond movie is The Quest.
Nice.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, I've seen The Quest.
1996.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the
Wait,
only...
am I confusing it with Vision Quest? Yes.
I don't think those are even remotely the same thing.
They both have Quest in them, Drew. Maybe check again, and you'll find they're more similar than you think.
I lied. I've seen two other ones, but he has
Small.
very small, unimportant roles. Cannonball Run, apparently he's in.
He's the Cannonball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Spice World.
He's Baby Spice.
He's Emma Bunton. But he is in other movies I want to see. 1978's The Wild Geese,
All right.
which is on Tubi. Apparently he's in Curse of the Pink Panther.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is that one still a watchable one?
Nope.
It's not.
It is not.
Oh,
is that the one where he...
I think I feel like Trail of the Pink Panther is the one where Peter Sellers died day one of filming, and they still, in defiance of nature and God, still made a movie.
Mm-hmm.
So where does Curse come in?
He's in Boat Trip.
Hell yeah.
Somebody give us Boat Trip.
Somebody give us Boat Trip. Hey, if you...
Do you know who's second billed in Boat Trip?
The boat.
No, that's the first bill.
Oh, sorry. So then Cuba Gooding Jr. would be second
he's
to
third.
the boat. Oh.
Horatio Sands.
Nice. I was just going to say we should turn off the speakers making that humming noise.
Nobody heard it. But anyway, he is in a couple of the movies that I want to see that I've never seen.
What was I looking up right
The
now?
Man Who
Pink Panther.
Haunted Himself is one. North Sea Hijack is another one.
Okay.
He's also in The Sea Wolves, not Wolves. Gold. And then he's in a very silly...
Wait, Gold, like that recent Gold movie?
No.
Okay. Because I'm like,
Not the Matthew McConaughey.
Nobody saw or wanted to see that movie.
I saw it.
Well,
There's a tiger in it.
oh, you did say there was a tiger in it.
But yeah, he's in other movies that I wanted to see. I just never seen. Cats and Dogs: The Revenge of Kitty Galore.
We've seen it.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, we did not see
we saw
it.
one, and nobody paid for two.
Yes.
Cowards.
Is he a voice or is he an actor?
Probably a voice.
He voices Tab Lazenby.
That's cute.
That's,
Some sort of tabby George Lazenby.
I guess.
So, Curse of the Pink Panther came out after the one where Peter Sellers died.
Gotcha.
It's later than that one.
It's David Niven, Robert Wagner, Joanne Lumley, some lady whose name is Cappuccino, Robert Loggia,
Loggia,
whatever.
Fucking.
Harvey Korman.
Ooh, I do like a Harvey Korman.
Roger Moore.
This is strange. So what does it say about this? Inspector Clouseau is long dead. Why are we making this movie? Ensuing after the events of Clouseau's disappearance, his bosses at the Surrette put a computer into service to elect a new shrewd detective, Slay, who turns up just as inept as Clouseau. So who plays Slay? I assumed it was going to be Robert Wagner, but it's not.
No, because Wagner's in some of the other ones.
Oh, I guess.
Ted Wass.
Who?
This guy.
The fuck?
Oh, the dad from Blossom.
The dad from Blossom. Weird. Very, very weird.
Ted Swass. That's Swamp Ass.
Well, obviously.
He's also in Sheena.
He's having sex with Sheena Easton?
All right. Here's a big issue I've got with Sheena.
Hit me.
Do you know what Sheena is?
No.
Sheena's parents are killed while on safari. She is raised by the mystical witch woman of an African tribe. When her foster mother is framed for the murder of a political leader, Sheena and a newsman, Vic Casey, are forced to flee while pursued by the mercenaries hired by the real killer, who hopes to assume her power. Sheena's ability to talk to the animals and knowledge of jungle lore give them a chance against the wild high-tech weapons of the mercenaries.
Okay.
Now, here's the biggest fucking problem.
She's some kind of
with this
African Dr. Dolittle.
Goddamn movie. What was the country of origin? I said.
I think you said Africa was the continent.
Sorry, the continent of origin.
The dark continent.
What does the poster look like? How many tigers do you know
those classic
live in Africa?
Serengeti tigers.
You dumb fucks.
Everyone's so stupid.
John Guillermin, you're a fucking idiot.
Hope he's dead. Is he
He's
dead?
alive.
Ah!
1925.
What? Oh, he's
almost 100.
He's got a shot at dying between now and when the podcast comes out.
If John Guillermin dies, we are going to the casino right now.
Yes.
Putting it all in black.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will put the $12,000 in my pocket on black.
Good.
For the Dark Continent.
Absolutely.
In tribute.
He also directed Shaft in Africa.
Hell yes. So he loves Africa.
Loves it. He's a white guy. He's British.
He's a colonizer.
He's a colonizer.
Yeah.
But aren't we all?
I'm going to...
Anyways, the dad and Blossom.
If he bites it this weekend... Oh my God.
Wild.
That phone call is going to be so good.
Is it you that's talked about Oh God, You Devil before? On here?
I've mentioned it before. Andy Daly is a big fan of referencing it for some reason.
Ted Swass is also on that one.
Nice. Oh, we got food to eat.
Shut up.
Let's eat some food.
We're never finishing this fucking podcast, are we? Although I don't care, whatever. Yeah, we got some stuff. Thanks again to Eve, who I made vague threats to after the show.
You did, and you worried her.
I know. And now I'm not going to follow through with them because I felt bad about it. Just noted non-creep Brandon, just know you were almost off the hook. But you're still on the hook.
But you're on the hook. So we got some limited edition. Why do you?
They like the noises.
Some do, and some
hate it.
Just turn off the podcast.
Well, this is to get rid of all the autistic people.
Ooh, that's true.
Yeah.
So everyone, and just no one will hear the Bond review. So this is limited edition. What? Kettle chips?
Kettle.
7-layer dip flavored. It's a tailgate edition.
Naturally flavored.
Now, here's where I'm at emotionally. I don't like 7-layer dip.
Get out of my house.
I know you do.
I do?
Yeah. So this is where our...
Is it because of the sour cream?
It is a lot because of the sour cream, and also I really got no time for beans either. Is it real sour creamy? Is there enough other stuff going on that I'm not going to hate them? Are they your favorite
If you don't
chips
like
ever?
them,
Yeah.
which I don't think you will, I'm going to eat this whole fucking bag.
So I would extrapolate from that you like them.
It is sour creamy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little spicy. Like just a little.
Yep.
It kind of tastes exactly like 7-layer dip.
Well, far be it from me to not be a professional about it.
I like it.
So let's see. It does taste like 7-layer dip. There's cheese in there.
Yep.
There's sour cream in there. There's kind of that sort of refried bean flavor.
Yep.
Yeah. It's okay. It's not my favorite. Drew is pulling the bag away from me and now hiding it from me.
I was excited to mind you. Gonna fit there.
I have object impermanence. I'm a baby.
You sure are. A gay baby. A gaby. A gaby with scabies. That's what you are.
Who told you? I have a small piece of chip between the very back of my tongue
And your cock.
and as I was blowing myself, I got a piece of chip stuck in there.
You couldn't. You're not flexible.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go ahead and make some noises to get this chip out of there. So
Hey, everybody who likes noises, listen.
yeah, Drew, you can take over for
Nope.
just a minute.
Well, listen to your noises.
Tell us about our next thing.
You're gonna like our noises. Okay. Also from Eve. These are toasty vanilla white chocolate M&Ms.
I think I got it.
M ampersand M's. M and M's. Get it? You good? Get it? Got it? Good?
I think I got it.
Cut it out.
Oh, a little Dave Coulier. I'm
sure these are great.
I'm optimistic about these. I like everything that's going on. It's so toasty vanilla, white chocolate, toasty vanilla M&Ms. That sounds great.
I just fucking said that.
I know, but
Open your goddamn ears.
I was making noises. And also, I feel like I have not gotten all of the chip out from under the back of my tongue. I feel like there's still stuff going on there. You're nodding along to the taste of these. You are pro? For or against?
These might be the best M&M flavors we've ever had.
These are nice.
We're going to have to do a nice split after this.
We will be doing we did that once, and because I remember...
it was some of the Asian snacks, wasn't it? Some of the Japanese stuff?
No, because I went home from Tacoma with a loose pocketful of, I think, the key lime.
Oh, the key lime ones. Yeah,
M&Ms.
yeah.
I had a big pocket, and I just kept eating.
Yeah. Yeah, these are maybe the best flavor of M&Ms.
These are awesome.
Yeah.
And I see the...
And you can actually taste the kind of toasted.
Yeah. I see the highly controversial in right-wing circles green M&M.
Because she's so fuckable?
Because she's not fuckable enough anymore.
Ah, yes.
Because the woke moralists got a hold of her.
Stop making mascots so sexy.
But, sure. I see she's wearing a Christmas-style toque.
To cover up her massive tits.
Or be on her tits. Indicating that this is most likely a holiday limited edition thing.
Probably.
And we won't find ourselves in the United States until the new year. So
Eve,
if you're listening, could you
if you're listening,
could you do us a solid and maybe snag one or two more of these fellas?
I think if you can, get us both a bag.
Yeah. Maybe two. Maybe grab 2 bags.
Maybe 2 bags each. I don't know.
Whatever feels right to you. in the month of December. While they're more available.
I just remembered I still
they're
have
great.
those maple
Maple Lindors?
Lindors.
They're awesome.
Forgot about that.
I think I finished mine.
I didn't even touch mine.
Oh, really? Oh, well, you're in for a treat. But also, I will have to enact the House bylaws, Section 7, Clause 14 of whatever. I lost my train of thought. But give me half your Linders. Just bailed on my own thing.
Buffoon.
Yeah. I'm going to eat more of these. These are great. Official sponsor of the podcast. White chocolate, toasty vanilla, M&M's. All right. James Bond.
Everybody like all the snacking noises?
James Bond, View to a Kill, 1985. Brought to you by WearTib. Before all these Bond viewings, I really wouldn't have guessed that every Bond movie was over 2 hours.
Yeah.
But they are. I don't think a single one has needed to be.
Not even close.
I think there's an easy 40 plus minutes to chop in every Roger Moore Bond we've seen.
Yeah. Usually, like, the early stuff is great. The end stuff is great. Everything in the middle, worthless.
A lot of middle, just nonsense. I got really excited at the...
Hold on.
Go. Pardon me.
My notes are separate.
But equal?
But equal. I was laying down to start the movie,
Yep.
so I was taking notes on my phone.
Yep. Now, were you taking notes on your phone in Google Docs, such that if you wanted to perhaps switch mediums between which you are taking notes on, you could seamlessly switch between them?
I don't feel like it's any of your business.
Okay, fair enough. Finish your story then.
I was falling asleep, so I sat up
Uh-huh.
and then started taking notes on the computer.
Okay.
And then I felt like I was...
Also on Google Docs, continuing your notes from the phone?
Again, none of your business.
Okay.
And then I felt like I was awake, so I laid back down. And I finished taking my notes on my phone. So I will be going from phone to laptop to phone.
Google Docs is going to change
Docs, D-O-X.
Yeah,
That's where you go on Google and just tell everybody's names.
Yeah, it tells you Jax Films' address, and then you can board the SS Sniper Wolf and go deliver ice cream to him.
Yeah. Oh well.
Has she been publicly hanged yet?
I don't
I feel like everyone. I feel like we're just sort of done with it.
Yeah, it went away pretty quick.
Yeah. You know what? Good for her and her weird plastic face.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I liked the disclaimer at the beginning of this. I got excited because there's never been a disclaimer at the beginning of a Bond before, and it's like, just so you know, no characters or anything in this movie are meant to portray any real life characters or companies or anything. So I got really excited. I'm like, ooh, who is Christopher Walken supposed to be? That because that's how you know on Law and Order SVU when they are portraying real life people, because they don't do the disclaimer every episode. They only do it when they're like, oh yeah, this is Titus Welliver playing Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. By the way, Dean Cain is a different character than whoever this story is actually based on.
Yeah, than Derek Chauvin, who's having a good time in jail.
I don't know. Is he?
He got stabbed 22 times.
I know.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was very excited, but then kind of disappointed when I looked up what the deal was. Walken's not meant to portray anyone. It just so happens that his name and the company they used, Zorin Industries or whatever, there is a Zorin spelled with an A instead of an I company in Silicon Valley that makes that one of their things is making microchips. And when the real Zorin got wind of this, they're like, hey, maybe you could not make our company look evil because we didn't do anything, and it's just a name you picked that sounded similar to ours. So that's what the disclaimer's for, which is too bad because I was really hoping it was just they're like, that Christopher Walken was Richard Branson or something.
Yeah. Some mogul who may or may not have sketchy ties.
Warren Buffett.
Ah.
Warren Buffet. He's alive, right? And very old?
Yep.
Sometimes I think that Warren Buffett and Wayne Newton are the same person.
So, Sir Roger Moore was 57.
Yes, he was. And looks every bit of it.
Fucking bit of it.
My next note after what I just said was old. Just all caps, old. Followed by more fucking skiing. Third Roger Moore skiing scene.
My first note. More helicopters and skiing intros.
Loves them. Loves helicopters, loves skiing. It's like catnip to him.
On a mountain, being chased by the KGB.
Yep.
With a helicopter. Wonder if that was just like Roger Moore really loved to ski.
I think so.
And he figured he could just get it worked into every movie.
I really think so.
Yeah.
The fact there's 3
is crazy.
Yeah. Like
One, sure.
Yeah.
2, coincidence.
With the last one, I was like, wow, another skiing. But this one, I was like, really opening scene skiing again? This guy loves to fucking ski.
And not just skiing.
Oh, he mixed it up. We went ski, snowmobile, snowboard.
And what played while he was snowboarding?
A weird bass boosted version of California Girls by the Beach Boys for some fucking reason.
You got to make sure everybody in the back of the theater really feels that bass.
It was weird.
It was weird.
It was super weird. And he didn't even kill Blofeld this time.
Yeah.
Didn't even dump him down a silo.
No face Blofeld.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird that every single one is just, oh, what's Bond's mission this time? Oh, he's on a mountain skiing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're joined in media res on a mountain.
What's his mission next one? Oh,
probably some mountain stuff.
Going to be on a
He's going to a different mountain.
So does he ski?
I'm thinking, he probably skis.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he skis.
So 003.
Yeah, fucking loser.
So that's the thing. 007
Yeah.
is like
The man.
the man.
Yeah.
So does that mean that 1 to 6 are just completely fucking worthless?
Well, 9 was worthless last movie.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Also, do they just do odd numbers? Do they do all the numbers?
Because now 007 is a woman.
Well, not for long.
Not for long, but she was a woman.
Didn't like it.
No one liked it.
Didn't even see it, actually.
So there you go.
Because I knew it was coming, so I boycotted it.
Ah, smart. Get out ahead of it.
Yeah, I Bud Light targeted it.
And now Doctor Who is a gay black man.
Is he?
I think he's an effeminate black man, but it's very gay. So
George Santos gay or regular gay?
No, regular.
Okay. That's fine.
Not one of these.
But also I hear it's not getting good ratings, so they're like bringing back David Tennant to do stuff and whatnot.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Oh, old British people who watch this don't like gay black men in their leads. They could barely handle a woman in the lead.
Yeah, a white woman.
A white woman who's
Yeah.
very attractive.
I heard someone say that if you go woke, you go broke. Is there any truth to that?
I don't know. That's Disney.
Hey, let me get Bobby Iger on the phone. Bob, how's the messaging going? Highly profitable
Stop
messaging.
being so woke.
Well, when the head of Disney says it, I no longer need to.
How come I can't be the Sultan?
Because you literally can't be.
Literally does not work.
It's in the rules. I'm not saying the
Quran?
rules. Probably.
Oh.
Well, you can't drive.
The Quran says she can't be Sultan and she can't drive.
Yes.
But it's the one true religion.
Yeah. Which other religion explicitly states that if you lock away and starve a cat, you go to hell? None of them.
It's true.
Except Islam, the one true way.
That is true. We're safe forever if we go to a Middle
It's
Eastern country.
true.
They can't harm us.
That's true. Well, we'll make the move eventually. Hope you like sand in your food
And your vagina.
and your vagina.
So 003 dies on the job.
Yeah. This is also after the Duran Duran title sequence.
Not bad. I liked it. I like the intro. I like the titles. I like the visuals.
The visuals
Song's
are good.
not bad.
It is a good Duran Duran song. It didn't really feel like a Bond song.
Nope.
But it was a fucking
That's
Duran
all I care
Duran
about.
song. Fair enough.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. No, I agree.
003's dead.
003's dead.
So
Rightfully so.
Bond
Died like a dog.
Crybaby 03.
Crybaby 003, they called him. I wouldn't have cried.
I wouldn't have cried. So Bond has to go and get this micro chip from 003, but it's deep in KGB territory.
Yeah.
Finds the body, gets it, and then here comes the big old chase down the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
He does some very silly, like, one-legged skiing because one of his skis gets blown up.
Yep. They did try to up the stakes of the skiing scene.
Yeah.
I'll give them that.
Then he attached a hook to down a hole and yanked a guy off a jet ski-doo.
Yeah.
And then that explodes. Then he rides the one panel piece that looks like a snowboard as a snowboard down the mountain.
Yeah.
Then manages to escape. Gets back to the submarine that looks like
an iceberg.
An iceberg.
Yeah.
With his, I don't know, the lady.
The lady he fucks.
And my next note is like, just can't wait to fuck.
No.
Like within seconds of escaping death, he needs to nut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a good secret agent and so horny.
Like, I could have died on this mountain, and do you think I'm going to not go and fill this lady's brain with my 57-year-old seed?
With my incapable of producing children seed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just... like, he can't even wait until they're like away from danger.
No.
He tells her to put it into autopilot.
Yeah, he's gonna put the iceberg in cruise control.
And then, like,
let's have sex for 4 days.
And then, like, plays a prank on her, like, speeding up. She falls on the bed. And then she goes, like, well, it's a 4-day ride to Alaska.
Yeah.
You can call me James. And then they just bang for 4 days.
And also they're co-workers.
Yeah.
It's inappropriate in the workplace.
I mean, we're coworkers. We've kissed on air.
That is a fair point. You know what? Maybe I was too harsh on James.
But only if our movies match.
Yes.
But yeah. Could not wait to unload.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. They didn't follow up on Moneypenny's hot replacement.
No.
She's gone.
Yeah.
Back to older
Moneypenny.
Yeah. Who, again, surprise, surprise, is horny for Bond.
Well, who wouldn't be? You tell me you see a 57-year-old man and you're not like...
Who looks every bit of it.
That's what I want. Although I guess she looks every bit of like 50s.
More than 57.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he gets back to MI5 and they tell him pretty much that this chip is like impervious to nuclear strike.
And EMPs basically. And I was
EMPs,
thinking,
yeah,
this must be a pretty early EMP based movie because like those are big in the 90s and into the 2000s.
Yeah.
But 85 is an early one for that.
Yeah, so pretty much the government has developed a technology that prevents, if there's a nuclear strike or an EMP strike impulse, that these microchips will continue to work, because in other words, it would destroy like anything, like all the security systems and the military and everything that's set up. And the microchip they stole from the Russians is the exact same one. And so obviously the Kremlin had it. And they notice that it says Zoran Industries on it. Yeah. And they're like, well, they're like a big manufacturer. They're run by this eccentric billionaire, blah, blah, blah. So
young blonde Christopher
Walken. Although he's not that young.
I guess not. He looks hot, though.
He's just younger than Bond.
I guess so. I guess he's comparatively younger.
Yeah.
At 45.
Yeah. Let's find out.
Oh yeah, what do we think Walken? I'm gonna say he was under 40. Is that a crazy thing to say?
Born in 19.
This is 85. What if I was to say he was born in 1953? 6, but that seems too young. He's older than that, isn't he? Was he born in the 40s? He's born in 1947. Was he born during the war? 1943. We did it. I was going to say, now that I think about it, Walken's definitely older than my parents.
So he would have been 41, 42 when they were making that movie.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
yeah, sorry. I was doing my...
Math wrong?
Was I doing the math wrong?
Probably. Do you know that
he'd be 30 if he was 1955.
Do you know that Christopher isn't even his real first name?
Christine. He was born a woman.
He was born a woman.
Yeah. Well, he was born with both, and they raised him male, but named him Christine to be mean.
Ooh.
Those Walkens were pranksters.
Yep.
Is Walken his last name?
Yep.
So he's something else Walken. Tomasino.
Ronald
Ronald
Walken. Ron Walken.
Why couldn't you be Ron Walken?
I don't know.
Where the fuck's Chris? Is Christopher's middle name or just made up?
Just made up.
Huh.
Been married to the same woman since 1969. Nice.
Holy shit.
Georgianne Thon is her name.
Well, happy 54th anniversary.
She's a casting director.
Christopher Walken. You did it.
Good for her.
What if he cheats on her?
Nah.
He's Italian.
Is he?
I don't know. Doesn't he sound sort of Italian?
Yeah, but doesn't mean he's Italian.
I suppose not.
Doesn't say anything.
But good for him nonetheless.
Good for him.
I
forgot he had a presidential candidacy hoax. Do you remember him doing that in 2006?
Oh, not really, actually, but that's fun.
A fake website started in August 2006 by members of the internet forum genmay.com announced that he was running for president of the United States. Some believed it was authentic until Walken's publicist dismissed the claims. When asked about the hoax on an interview with Conan O'Brien, Walken said that he was amused, and when he asked to come up with a campaign slogan, he replied, "What the heck and no more zoos" were his running platform.
What the heck?
No more zoos. Hey, you. Don't make me remind you again about the scooching. Good night, Moon.
Less zoos, more zoophilia. It's so hard to fuck the animals when they're in cages.
No, he's going to back their puss up to the cage.
I'd love to not review the rest of Bond and end on that. But
we got to stop having the good jokes right, like 20 minutes before we're going to finish. That sucks.
Back their puss up.
You know. So we meet Christopher Walken's character, who's the head of Zorn Industries.
Yep.
He's got the biggest property I've ever seen of anyone ever in the world.
It's a good size. Yep.
There's literally like a part where Bond gets there and he's playing like a fake horse purchaser.
As you do.
Because Walken's all about horse racing.
He's a horseman.
Horseman. Not a fur horseman, though.
No.
That's us. I think are like... He gets there and he says like, "Oh, well, we'll take you to the stables to see him." And he goes, "Oh, is that the stables?" And he goes,
like,
no,
that's the servants'
the servants' quarters, and it's massive. He goes,
"Yeah,
that's the stables," and it pans, and it's the biggest building you've ever seen on anyone's property ever, and that's the stables.
Yeah,
and so just crazy how big it is.
Yeah, it's sweet. I live there.
So when they're talking about him before he goes, the not M.
Fake ass M
says that
the usurper, more like you.
Zorn speaks at least five languages
fluently
with no accent.
And I'm like, pardon me, all capitals in my notes, no accent.
Yeah. I wrote, I somehow doubt that considering how he speaks American English.
Yeah, it hurts the argument. I will say that.
But the funny thing is, he never has to do it.
Not once.
I thought they might make him say
doesn't speak one word of a foreign language.
I thought they would make him maybe do like a couple lines in German.
A little something in German, a little something in French, whatever. No, nothing. Now comes time for me to ask you an important question.
Yeah.
Would you like to have bestiality sex with Grace Jones?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't think I would.
Why? Because she's black and that because you're racist?
Andrew, lucky guess.
It's like you know me.
I find her harsh.
I mean, she's got a weird face, but
It is largely the weird
I don't know,
face.
man. I would.
I thought you might. That's why I wanted to ask, and it was.
I wouldn't kick her out of bed.
It was important, and neither did James.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember. It was. He gets in trouble on the property, and there's an escape scene that goes from horse to car. And there, I noticed it. Oh no, some of the conversations like at the big horse auction, and then later when he like stole a guy's taxi, there was a lot of ADR.
Yeah.
And
It must have been too loud.
I was like, did they forget to bring microphones to France? It was, it was weird. But
just too much diegetic noise.
oh, look at you with your.
I went to film school.
I went to film school.
I wrote there was an off-road horseback chase, which was pretty sick.
Yes, there was. So,
Sorry, no. This is first.
okay, so
We're now on to the laptop.
switching
notes.
to laptop. So let us know your laptop notes.
I wrote, black lady karate is just as effective looking as white guy karate.
oh yeah, 'cause Walken and Grace were training.
They were training
Yeah.
with her karate. My next note was, first Chris Walken doesn't stop a murder, parentheses, maybe commits a murder.
Yep.
And now he's doing a rape. Because she, like, very much does
Oh yeah, she was like not into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was,
Yeah, he was doing
also
a karate rape.
That murder was a real-life murder, not in the movie.
Oh, he
How he was on the boat, and he either didn't stop a murder...
He did- look.
Or he maybe did the murder.
not stopping Robert Wagner from doing a murder does not make you a murderer. I will hear nothing against Mr. Wagner.
But he could have done the murder.
But he didn't. It was Robert Wagner.
You don't know that.
The ghost of Natalie Wood begs to differ, as per my seance.
Okay.
With
What happened? I don't know. He went
With
to
Shirley
bed and
MacLaine.
She fell in the water.
it happens. Ask William Shatner.
Ask William Shatner. Or,
You got it.
Eric Clapton.
Oh yeah, that was a tough one. That was a real tough
Look
one.
it up. Look up Eric Clapton's son.
Yeah. Look up Eric Clapton's son, William Shatner's wife, and Natalie
Wood.
And you'll get the deal.
And then he wrote that dumb song.
Why is it fine for him to be James Bond in every other undercover situation, but in this one he has to be St. John Smythe?
Scott.
Oh, Drew is holding his head.
Did
Drew is holding his head, and I separately am realizing that I did not put on deodorant today. No,
I also didn't.
Oh, look
but
at
I'm
us.
wearing a hoodie, so I can't smell it. No, it's fine.
Great.
Unlike you, pig, sleep in it.
Anyway, you were holding your head about St. John Smythe.
Is that how you pronounce Saint John?
I guess in some circumstances, yes.
Because I thought they were calling him like Sinjin.
Yeah.
And then when I saw
is
the
written
name,
Saint
I was
John.
like, are you fucking kidding me? Did they even once call him Saint John Smythe?
I think someone did once, and he corrected them and said St. John.
I don't
know what to tell you.
I hate England.
It's
England?
It's a ridiculous
Get
place.
fucked.
It's truly ridiculous.
Just fucking wild.
James St. John Smythe.
I don't get it.
No.
Although that is a very British name.
Extremely.
James St. John Smythe.
Yeah.
So Bond gets caught.
Yeah.
Sort of.
So
he's trying to investigate.
He gets caught as much as Bond gets caught.
Yeah. Why these horses that Walken has are like
They don't have as good breeding as these other like stud horses.
But at the end of the race,
but they're
always
crushing at the race.
So they're like, is it drugs? And they're like, no, they always test negative.
It's a fucking cyber horse.
Cyber horse.
Very cool.
So he almost gets caught looking for evidence.
They sneak into secret underground stable laboratory.
Yeah. And then he tries to go back to his room, but walk in and his beautiful African goddess figure it out. So they go to catch him. And he obviously can't get back into his own room, so he goes to her room and acts all like, I've been waiting for you to come suck my dick.
And then they do the classic Bond villain thing, where the Bond villain is like, even though I am onto you and intend to kill you, first, here's my female associate to have unprotected sex with you for no reason.
Dick his dick.
What?
She wants it bad. Dick his dick.
I don't get it.
Pussy, dick his dick. Everybody wants to fuck all the time.
Especially James
Bond.
Yeah.
So he says in the morning, bring Bond to my office.
Yeah.
So in the morning, he brings him.
Also, Grace Jones was the top. Like she rolled him over immediately and had her way with him.
I think I read a funny trivia thing.
How they actually had penetrative sex. Donald Sutherland, Julie Christie style.
Could. How she pranked him on set by having a dildo in her pants.
That is exactly what I wanted you to say.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, Grace Jones, fake dick.
Yeah, fake dick.
Love it.
Very funny.
That's my girl.
And
you know what? I'm coming around on Grace Jones.
Good. Just not her face?
Good, and just not her face. But
you'll come around her back.
I'll come around her back.
Yeah.
No, a good sense of humor goes a long way.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And Christopher Walken asks him, how did you sleep? And Bond goes, a little restless, but I eventually got off.
Come on, man.
I'm like, dude, gross.
Come on.
I don't need to know that a 57-year-old man just come inside of a African goddess.
No. I guess earlier there's like an old man in charge of the horse stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, he's a Nazi eugenics doctor.
Yeah.
Very cool.
With a monocle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So James has like an accomplice with him.
Tibbet?
Yeah. Who he is like his fake chauffeur.
Undercover as his valet.
And Bond like does some kind of comical.
Bond's a real silly goose about it. Yeah.
Like trying to like embarrass him and make him like work and do his job even though he's not actually his job.
And bops him with a riding crop.
And like makes him carry a bunch of bags upstairs. And he goes,
"Yep,
can you move faster and stop sucking wind or something like that?"
Yeah.
So he needs them to relay a message to MI6.
Yeah.
So he says, "Can take the car and go phone them?" Like, well, what am I going to tell them? Oh, tell them
you're gonna wash the car.
Well, he's washing the car as he does that. And he says, "Oh, tell me to take the car to get washed," like implying that he's doing a shitty job.
Yeah.
So then he goes, he takes the bucket full of dirty water,
just
throws it all over the car. So he drives into town.
And where did that get him?
Well, he's gonna go. He goes
murdered.
Yeah. So, but the shot where she's in the back seat and then. So, like, he sees her at the gate, and the gate doesn't open, so he gets out to go open the gate.
And then the gate opens automatically.
And when he turns around, she's gone. And he just kind of, like, figures she's gone.
Uh-huh.
So then he drives into town. He goes to the gas station where the car wash is.
Yeah.
He gets in the car wash, and you can see, like, the point of view of the car and, like, going through. And then you see, like, the reverse shot of the front of the car.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, like, soapy windows, sort of. You can't really
it's
see.
not clear.
And then you just see very slowly
the shadowy
her
figure
in the back seat sit up,
and
then choke him out.
Yeah,
and like that looked super cool.
It was good. It was good.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're back to phone.
Back to phone. Good to know.
So then she comes back. And that's when they do the horse race.
Yeah. So Walken challenges. Walken is completely on to Bond.
Yes.
He challenges him to a horse
race. But also,
race.
P.S. She fucked him.
Yes.
Now she's killing his accomplice.
That's right.
So that he can't get away.
Uh-huh.
Why? Why do you need to fuck him?
Because
doesn't make any sense.
The fucking is completely incidental to everything else.
Gotcha.
There is what's going on, and then there's fucking, and never the twain shall meet.
Rocks off.
Yeah. Back to business.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So Walken challenges him to a horse race. With him, Bond, and a bunch of other people, All of the other people are also actively trying to kill Bond
They're like his henchmen.
during the race.
Yeah.
And also Walken is out in front. And then after, it's like a steeplechase fucking thing with, like jumps and water hazards. And so Walken's out in front. And then once he clears the thing, he's got his best men with big red buttons pushing them once Walken clears them to like raise the jump, extend the water, everything. And then
Raising the jump's so stupid though, because those things come off.
yeah.
So just because your horse hits it
Yeah.
doesn't mean
you know
that-
how you've seen horses hit jumps before and they don't die?
Yeah.
It's like that.
very stupid.
Yeah, so very silly. And then I guess eventually he hits the cyber horse button.
Yeah.
And which causes the horse to jump off the track and into the wilderness. And then it's an off-road horse race.
Yeah. So they run through the forest, and then he kind of gets out and sees the car that his valet guy drives.
Yeah.
So he runs, jumps off the horse into the car, but then it's not his friend.
Yeah. It's Grace.
It's
and
Grace,
she's pissed.
and she's pissed. So then now they've caught Bond.
Yeah.
And they put him in the car. They push him into the lake.
Yep.
To drown in his car.
Yeah. Along with Tibbet's body.
Along with Tibbet's body. He manages to get out and then does something silly, but like it's kind of clever.
It's
but
clever.
it doesn't work.
I was going to say,
100%
there's
does not
no
work.
way this works,
But
right?
it's an interesting idea.
Yes.
So he obviously can't show that he's still alive. He needs to trick
He needs
them.
to stay under long enough for them to get bored and leave.
Yeah.
And assume he's
So
dead.
he climbs out of the car, stays under the water.
Yeah.
And he is breathing the air out of the
He sucks
tires.
the air out of his tire, and I'm like, that's lovely, but I don't think you can.
It does not work like that.
Did you try and drown?
Yeah, I drowned. As
Sad.
you know, I'm a very strong swimmer.
True. Yeah, I would assume the tire thing would be the least of your worries in that situation.
So they leave thinking he's dead. He pops back up. And so now we get to see what his Christopher Walken's like big plan is.
Like an hour 20 into the
It's way too long.
so long.
Way too long. Like there's a bunch of just like random. There's a couple of Bond Walken random talks that just don't lead to anything. And then him and Grace have like some stuff that just doesn't go anywhere.
They fuck around in the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, but like none of it's important.
Nope.
Not a single thing.
Not at all.
Important.
It could have not happened and we'd be in the same place.
Yeah. So
Walken's thing is we make microchips, but so does everyone.
Yeah.
There's too many damn microchips. Also, the 80s were so excited about microchips.
yes,
So excited.
they thought everything was going to be microchips.
Yeah, they were nutso about it.
Little did they know everything was going to be cum.
Yeah.
That was the big thing.
That's what
if
they
you
didn't
if you
see.
ever go back in time, you invest in cum.
Bet it all on cum.
Put all your money on cum.
So Walken's like, what if we were the only ones who made microchips? So we're going to sink Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
And that's the plan.
Yeah, and then their microchips would be the ones that are based off of the
cool design.
the cool design where
EMP free.
EMP free, yeah.
Yeah.
The next one I wrote was he has like all these like I don't know corporate big rig villains.
Yeah.
Who he offers to like if you buy in for $100 million and I get like a
He's like, yeah, you all give me $100 million and half of your net lifetime profits.
Yeah.
And you're in on
You're
the
in on
ground
this.
floor of this.
Yeah.
And
one guy doesn't want to,
Asian guy.
and they're like, "It's cool, you can leave."
Yeah.
like, you don't. But it's
But this meeting's secret.
confidential. So can you please get out? And
So you have to leave the
and
room.
He's like, "Yep, I'll get out of here. We'll offer you a drink." And then there is a very funny falling out of a blimp scene.
Yeah, right this way. You would have at least the spatial awareness to know that you are being led to one of very few exits of the blimp.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Down some stairs.
Yeah.
To a door
Like,
that would appear to be going outside.
You know the stairs are the end. There's no more stuff after the stairs.
Yeah.
In a blimp.
Yeah.
You see.
Yeah.
So he should have known. So
Well, he was Chinese.
he was at the end of the day Chinese, and this was his downfall. The lesson: don't be Chinese.
Don't be Chinese.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
then there's a very
that was really
comical,
funny.
like, throw a dummy out of a
Yeah.
blimp scene. Very funny.
It was great.
While he screams, even though his body isn't flailing because he's a dummy.
Yeah, that's
funny.
right. That's right. Not the last blimp scene. Big pro blimp movie.
Big pro blimp.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, me too. So
I prefer a rigid airship, but blimp's still cool. I'm a dirigible man.
I prefer a Frigidaire
A big floating refrigerator.
refrigerator that doesn't make noise.
As he points menacingly at his own refrigerator.
So is Bond?
I think around this time we basically find out that Walken is a Nazi steroid baby,
Yes.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that he was sort of like manufactured in a lab
Yeah. So during the war,
during the war.
a horse doctor
Yeah.
was fucking around with steroids, as he does to this day with horses. But they thought it would be cool to give pregnant women steroids during the war.
Why not?
And why wouldn't you? You got to do something during the war. Isn't it wild that was a big, like, medical experiments were like a big thing during the war.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like there were more pressing things going on during the war. But no, we got to sew twins together and inject boiling water into people's brains.
Well, not to sound too pro-Nazi on this podcast.
Never have before.
Never
but-
happened before, never will. No, I get it, because it's like the rules of society don't exist during.
I guess it's,
So
yeah.
you're like, let's
Well,
just try and do all the
now's the
crazy
time.
shit we can think
Now's
of in
the
case
time.
we lose.
We've been talking about it for a while. I don't know if we're going to get another chance.
Time to shit or get off the crapper.
Let's give pregnant women steroids. And what that did was almost all of them miscarried. But a few had them, and they were hyper intelligent and also psychopaths.
Yeah.
And that's how you get a Walken.
We get a Christopher Walken,
Yeah.
who didn't stop a murder.
He probably didn't stop a murder.
Probably didn't stop a murder.
Maybe he was drunk.
Maybe
Maybe he didn't have all his faculties.
Maybe he pushed her.
Maybe he pushed her.
Maybe they both pushed her.
Ooh. Team up?
And then they kissed afterwards. Secret gay lovers.
Christopher Walken and Robert Wagner.
Secret gay lovers.
That's a power couple.
Could be. You don't know.
Someone should tell Christopher Walken's wife of 54 years.
Yep. Maybe she knows the truth.
Maybe she does.
Maybe she's a beard.
Long-term beard. LTB.
Longest term beard.
Maybe the record. We'd have to check, but we'd have to check the books, but that could be the record. So, and we get this fucking General Gogol Russian guy who's been in like the last 6 Bonds as just like always kind of a minor character. He's kind of like a reasonable Russian.
Sorta.
Yeah.
He flip flops.
He does flip flop.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was the guy. Was it the very last one? The one with Topol.
That was
two ago. The one before Octopussy.
Yeah. You only die 3 times.
That's the one. He was the guy that they were giving the fucking electronic MacGuffin to at the end. And then Bond discussed it off a cliff. And Gogol's like, he got me there. Well, see you next movie.
Did you notice who one of his bodyguards was?
Sylvester Stallone,
Close.
Steven Seagal,
Further away.
Chuck Norris.
Further away.
Get
Get closer to Sylvester Stallone.
closer to the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Lateral, but still far.
Interesting. Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren.
Really?
It was one of his first on-screen appearances.
Wow.
Because he was dating Grace Jones.
Oh
He
yeah.
was dating her at the time.
They were like
he was
a-
on set.
Yeah, they were like a weird made in a lab power couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was on set quite a bit.
Like,
and they
yeah,
were
stick-
just like, do you want to just do a side thing where you don't
Stick
have to-"
hot guy in there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're not exaggerating. He's
No.
a fucking hunk.
Oh, absolute hunk.
Yeah. Total hunk.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one of his first on-screen roles.
I'll be damned. I did not know that.
This beautiful 6'5", blonde hair, blue eyes,
my
chiseled out.
I was about to say my eyes are burning because I was going to say my ears are burning, and then you said blue eyes and threw me off.
Chiseled out a granite jaw.
Yep.
9 inches soft. I bet you. And like also like an IQ of like 200.
Yeah, he's got like a master's in biochemistry or some shit.
Or something, yeah. Just like the smartest, most good. Like how many things can one person get?
Greedy, honestly.
Yeah, like honestly.
Yeah, he is the best of us.
Gorgeous, smart.
Yeah.
Probably has a great dick.
100% is a good
Yeah,
dick. Like it doesn't even compute him not having a good dick.
Yeah. And like doesn't even care about using it.
Nope.
Just knows it's there, knows anybody'd be happy to have it.
You should
and he's
be
just
so
like,
lucky.
I'll work out and be smart. I don't need to fuck.
Yeah. No, he's the best.
I wonder if he's got kids.
I think he does, but I don't know. Did you enjoy Christopher Walken's shooting technique? Like Wild West 6-shooter, like hitting his own arm.
Yeah.
When he was doing, like, what are you doing?
He's got 2 daughters.
Yep. Are they gorgeous or?
They're pretty hot.
It'd be weird if they weren't.
They are pretty hot.
Yeah.
3 daughters? 3 daughters.
Ooh.
All pretty hot. No, sorry, the other one's his wife. She's not bad looking. No, she like looks young.
He has 3 daughters, one of whom is his wife.
Is his wife.
Yeah. The youngest one.
Not bad. I mean, they're no Dolph, but
Well, who is?
also I feel like Dolph Lundgren isn't his real name.
Atticus.
It is not. His first name is Hans.
Hans Lundgren.
Hans Lundgren.
You could be what? It's so weird when you just do like these lateral move name changes.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with Ron Walken? What's wrong with Hans Lundgren?
I don't know. Dolph, I guess, sounds more attractive.
Does it? It's short for Adolf.
I don't fucking know. Not in his case.
He should have gone the whole way. He should have been. He should have been the guy who took Adolf back. People would have been okay with Adolf Lundgren. Like if anyone is gonna rehab that name, it's him.
Yeah, I guess mega hunk Adolf is the way to go.
Yeah. So Walken, Zoran Industries also has oil interests, and with it's again a weird, convoluted bad guy plot. With his oil stations, he's pumping seawater into them instead of oil out, and the seawater is filling up 2 sides of the San Andreas fault, which is going to cause a double earthquake and sink Silicon Valley, and they're doing this at the high spring tide, so Silicon Valley will just turn into a big lake.
Correct.
Do I have that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
cool.
they and Bond at this point. Oh no, it's the other woman. The one that Doran bought all of her shares in the oil company from.
Yeah, she inherited the oil company, but then Walken ousted her from it, so he got the oil money, and he was just trying to buy her off, and she's like, no, fuck you, I'm going to sue you. And then he sent people to kill her, but then Bond killed them.
Yeah.
And fucked her.
57-year-old man.
And she had a kitty cat.
She did?
Yeah. So she's okay by me.
So
besides the being a woman part.
Yeah. They try to go to, like, I don't know, the state comptroller. What the fuck was the guy's job?
He was like the
geologist,
oil impresario of Northern California.
And they try to rat out Walken, and it doesn't work. And then Walken kills the guy.
Yep.
And tries to light it on fire, which then Bond does a very hilarious fireman's carry down a ladder.
Yes.
At 57 years old.
Yes.
And then
steals a fire truck, gets into a chase with the police.
Oh, it's a pretty good fire chase.
It's a good chase.
It's one of those 2-piece fire trucks that the back has its own steering wheel, and he gets on the ladder, and the ladder swings out. Then he's hanging from the ladder.
Yeah. No, the chase is good, but I feel like was avoidable because it was the police chasing him, and he just didn't like care enough to explain to them.
Well, he did.
Yeah, but he gave up immediately.
Yeah, but it's because he was lying to the girl.
Yeah, he didn't
then when
tell.
He said, "I'm a secret agent." They
like,
asked
"You
her,
are?"
and she was like, "Are you?" And he goes, "Yes." And he goes, "Well, I'm the fucking king of
Queen
France.
of Sheba.
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah,
and then
the cop
tries to
doesn't
arrest
believe
him.
him. Okay, let the cop arrest you. You can clear it up really fast.
Just call your boss.
Call your boss. Yeah.
International
So
affairs.
again, but I guess we got a cool chase out of it. So great. I did like the. I actually got kind of anxious because they. His hijacked fire truck is going towards a drawbridge.
Yeah.
And so the police give the word to like raise the bridge, and he jumps it in the fire truck.
Well, she's the one driving.
She jumps it. Good for her. Sisters doing it for themselves. And then like 4 cop cars follow up the raising bridge, and like the one like stuck at the top as it's almost vertical. I'm like, that would be so scary.
It was terrifying.
It would be so scary. And then the way it fell, like it came down and smashed into the other cop cars at the bottom. I'm like, oh, I think the guys in that cop car died.
Probably. Yep.
I think they just died.
Bond's an accessory to murder.
Yeah, of cops. Bond's a cop killer.
Cop killer.
A real Ice-T. Yep. The lesser sellout of the Ices, but still a big sellout.
Less of one.
Absolutely less. I mean, when you're...
He's still hard to me. And also
Yeah.
his cameo prices were like $3,000. So like, it's pretty fucking boss.
Pretty boss.
And I feel like Cube would just sue you. T would maybe beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
So...
No, still he still has some hardness to him. I'll give him that. So yeah, so we go to where I guess they bought like an abandoned mine, which is where they're gonna cause the earthquake.
Yeah.
And so the final fight is sort of there, and then sort of on the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
After they
inside
take
the blimp.
Yeah. Grace Jones does a very funny, completely unnecessary suicide.
Yes.
So they have like a shit ton of explosives down where they need to be in the vault, and he and Bond and Grace team up and raise them up with this big winch, and then put them on.
Well, it's because Walken tries to kill both of them, and then she realizes, like, I thought he loved me, and Bond's like, nope.
Yeah, Walken leaves everyone except him and his buddies.
Yeah.
Just like he's like, yeah, blow the shit up, and they're like, oh, there's still like a lot of loyal workers to you down there. He's like, yeah, dump them,
Fuck them.
yeah, and then the ones who didn't drown, he just starts mowing down with a machine gun. Yep. Pretty fun. I mean, hey, if you need to keep a secret, dig 2 graves. Nope, that's 2 different metaphors. But something about one person needs to be dead to keep a secret.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're
That's why I never tell you anything.
You're keeping my secret, right?
So that's why I don't tell you anything, because I don't want to have to kill you.
So they get all the explosives out of the hole and onto one of those like cool old timey rail cart things.
Yep.
And then they started moving down the track out of harm's way, and Bond gets off the cart, and he's like, "Hey, Grace Jones, get off the cart," and she's like, "Nah, I want," and then it like goes outside of the mine shaft, and just out in the open, where as at the same time that Walken's getting out of Dodge in his second blimp of the movie, and yeah, I think she just wanted him to see her blow up.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is pretty funny, because she could have gotten off anytime. And been fine.
Anytime.
Yeah, she easily could have lived. But
barely an inconvenience.
Yeah, but I thought that was very amusing.
Yeah.
And then we of course hop on. Oh, the best scene in the movie. So Grace Jones has just exploded.
Yeah.
Bond's other bitch, the oil bitch.
Yeah.
Has gotten out of the shaft earlier, and she's there, and Bond has just gotten out himself, and she is facing an unfortunate direction while Bond is facing her, so of course you can see behind her, and he's like, "Hey, there's a blimp sneaking up on you." And it does, and Walken scoops her off the ground from his goddamn blimp and takes her off. I'm like, damn, I can't believe you missed the blimp. That was
Women.
That was great. And then Bond hops on with a rope or something.
He just grabs onto one of the tethers and it's hanging.
They go to the Golden Gate Bridge, as you do. He ties the blimp to the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yep.
We have a fight. Walken just kind of anticlimactically falls off after a bit of a struggle.
All the way out to the water.
Then Nazi super scientist tries to shoot him and doesn't. Runs out of bullets and then untethers the... Oh, no. And then is going to throw dynamite at him. And then Bond untethers the blimp. And that causes some jostling in the cockpit. And they blow their own asses up.
Yeah.
And that was that. Bond, as he is wont to do, fucks on camera.
Yep.
For the 12th, 13th movie in a row. Every
movie.
Single damn movie.
Because he can't not nut.
CNN.
CNN.
That's what it stands for. Not everyone knows that.
Can't not nut.
And we are told in the credits that James Bond will return, but not in what movie or who will be James Bond, because they probably didn't know yet.
Because they weren't sure if a 59-year-old James Bond
59-year-old. I wish, you know what? I wish they had, honestly.
I agree.
How long between this and the first Dalton? You sound like you have another
There was
thing to
also
say.
a second awesome Grace Jones hiding in the back of a vehicle pop-up.
Oh, yeah, she did do two.
She gets Bond's CIA accomplice guy who's going to go make a phone call.
Do you mean Chang Li?
Yes. Who is also in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Yeah, he's short round.
Nope.
It's Ke Huy Quan.
Nope. It is not.
It's Ke Huy Quan Sr. It's his dad.
Yes.
You can't prove it's not. He's Chinese. You can't. There's no. There's no way to prove that an older Chinese person is not some other Chinese person's
Is not
dad.
the little Vietnamese kid's dad. Yeah,
That's correct.
China, Vietnam, it's all the same.
Yeah. It's the same amount of time between this and the Dalton. Like they were doing these every 2 years, and the Dalton, the Living Daylights, is 87. So I guess they were on it.
I've not seen a Dalton.
I definitely not seen either of the two Daltons.
I think I've seen two Dalton movies, period. Those being Hot Fuzz and Beautician and the Beast.
Have not seen The Beautician and the Beast.
Fran Drescher and him.
Pretty good.
And it's
your favorite movie?
I think it's one of those ones where we went to the movie rental.
Yeah.
And my sister rented that, and I rented wrestling probably.
Sure.
And so then I had to watch that movie with her before I could watch wrestling.
Rules are rules.
Beautician and the Beast. I think it's like 1995.
Feels like right in the middle of the 90s.
1997.
There you go.
A New York beautician is mistakenly hired as the school teacher for the children of the president of a small Eastern European country.
So Dalton is the president?
Is President Boris Pachenko.
Boy, oh boy. That's fun.
It is.
Does she tame him and then they smash?
100%.
Nice.
Here's maybe not a bold statement, but UHF era Fran Drescher.
Mm-hmm.
I would smash so fucking hard.
100%. Yeah.
So hard.
No question.
Yeah.
As long as she keeps her damn mouth shut.
Yeah. What a babe.
No, you're not wrong at all.
You're telling me you never saw this?
I mean, I know of it. I did not see it.
Directed by Ken Kwapis.
Oscar winner.
He's just not that into you, which we watched. Scissor to the Traveling Pants. Yeah, didn't we do it on the pod?
I don't know.
I think we did.
Probably.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah. Good guy. Dunstan checks in.
Oh, did she play the monkey? Oh, yeah. No, you're doing the director. I thought you were doing Fran Drescher's filmography. I forgot she was Dunstan.
Racism.
Yeah, I can say that about Fran Drescher. Yeah, can't say that about everyone. But that one specifically is not going to get me in trouble.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
218. Let's wrap this up.
Yep. Happy to do it.
Thanks for listening, everybody. As you're going to hear next week.
Short one.
Christmas. Sorry, the holiday season.
Yes.
So
damn Starbucks is taking away our Christmas.
And hopefully by next episode I won't sound sick.
You better not. It'll be 2 weeks.
Guess we'll find out.
What a cliffhanger.
Thanks for listening. Sarah and Softpaws on things. Not Scott Henson on things. PayPal.me/Sarah and Softpaws. PayPal.me/Not Scott Henson.